stopped by SiriusXM NHL Network Radio with Steve Koulias to talk about how a little film called Air Force One helped him feel more confident in the face of this chaos and keep Sakic.
Okay. Coincident with that, we were releasing Air Force One. I had another company, Beacon Communications, run by two terrific film producers, Armin Bernstein and Mark Abraham. And we had decided to make a big movie. There's no guarantee how those things work out, but everything came together. Wolfgang Peterson, Harrison Ford, terrific script by Andrew Marlowe. And it was pure joy. And it came out and it was one of the most successful movies of all time, leading R-rated release in history. So you're feeling kind of good about that. And what that did was it created some confidence when you get cold-cocked like this. A really successful organization, Jim Cronin, Art Aaron, Tim Romani, who had built Kaminsky Park, to sort of huddle and say, okay, what do we do with this? Do we want 5 draft picks? What are we going to do without Joe? Well, that was an idiot test, right? What are you going to do without Joe? You're going to end up in the toilet. And Joe was, somebody that Pierre saw as a potential successor for him when he was no longer interested in being the president of the team. And so there was so much at stake. In essence, what you do, you bang around like a pinball for about 3 days trying to figure out where the restaurant is. But then you get your act together and you say, okay, well, let's not waste this crisis. What would we need to do to put ourselves, the company, in the best position to feel smart about matching this offer? And the answer was pretty simple. You're not going to take money from the Feld company and pay a professional athlete and say, thanks for, you've grown up, Beacon, you've done a great job, and as a prize, we're going to take all your money away and play a hockey player. That wouldn't happen. But what that did is it allowed me to pick up the phone and call the mayor and say, hey, Wellington, look, let's finish the arena deal, because in order to sell to all of our free agents a vision about what Denver sports and Colorado sports can be, we should be in a state-of-the-art venue. And we've got, all the pieces in place to do that. Let's finish that deal. That'll send a message. And these things we're haggling over, I need them to pay Joe Sakic and keep the team together. We've got to be able to put a respectable product on the ice. Number 2, great corporate partner, Liberty Media. They're legendary in the media business. And to reach out to them and say, look, now we have the arena. We've got these 2 teams and things are relatively stable. How would you like to invest in a small piece? And not coincidentally, the exact number that we need to match this offer. So I'm padding, our resources. And then the final piece, which was the one we were pretty confident we could get done. We didn't know if we'd get any of it done, but we were confident we might get this last one done, is that Fox wanted to re-up with the Avalanche and the Nuggets. So to cement them for a long period of time and maybe recalibrate the rights payment so we got more up front, again, improving, that gave us the strength to then turn around and on day 7 and say, oops, sorry, you stand.
Mad Dog Sports Radio has the best sports talk in the business, covering sports with a passion and knowledge you need. Mad Dog Sports Radio, SiriusXM 86, and the SXM app.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 14th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Winnipeg Jets. Lightning on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 945, Jets on Internet 951. 7 p.m., New York Rangers face the San Jose Sharks. Rangers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 938, Sharks on Internet 942. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers face the New Jersey Devils. Panthers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 931, Devils on Internet 936. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939, Flyers on Internet 931. 7:30 p.m., Buffalo Sabres take on the St. Louis Blues. Sabres on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 922, Blues on Internet 944. 8 p.m., Minnesota Wild take on the Montreal Canadiens. Wild on XM 201, Internet 933, Canadiens on Internet 934. 8 p.m., Dallas Stars take on the Boston Bruins. Stars on XM 223, Internet 928, Bruins on Internet 921. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Nashville Predators. Oilers on Sirius XM channels 167 Internet 930, Predators on Internet 935. 10 p.m., Vancouver Canucks take on the New York Islanders. Canucks on Sirius XM channels 91 Internet 948, Islanders on Internet 937. 10 p.m., Seattle Kraken take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Kraken on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 943. Blackhawks on Internet 925. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 14th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM, Channel 89.
In the summer of 1997, the New York Rangers tried to sign away Joe Sakic from the Colorado Avalanche, and owner of the Avs at that time, Charlie Lyons, had 7 days to figure out how to keep Sakic. Stopping by SiriusXM NHL Network Radio on Channel 91, Lyons was on to talk with Steve Coolius from the Power Play about his initial reaction to the news of New York offering Sakic $15 million up front in their deal.
I remember the summer of 1997. The Rangers have offer sheeted Joe Sakic. It's a 3-year deal, $21 million, $15 million up front. I remember that part. Joining us now is Charlie Lyons, the Avs CEO. The big honcho at the time joins me on the Power Play. So where were you, Charlie, when you first heard the news? Did you fall off your chair?
I didn't fall off my chair, but I left my heart in San Francisco. The phone rang. It was Mark Kisla, who terrific journalist that was always sort of ahead of stories. And he said, "Hey, what do you think about the offer sheet for Joe Sakic for $21 million with 15 up front? How you doing?" And your mind goes to, oh, he's obviously kidding. He wants something else, but he wasn't kidding. And so, it's a punch. I was getting ready to go on vacation, so that's the right time to slam somebody. And that's what it was. So I was a neighbor, my dear friend Pierre Lacroix, and collaborator, lived across the cul-de-sac. So we met at the center of the cul-de-sac, and he just gave me this look like, wow, who'd have thunk? And then, what are you going to do? What's your plan, big guy? Because that's a lot of money. 30 years ago, that kind of contract was destabilizing, to say the least. And also, Dave Checkins had done his homework, right? That they had been smart enough to, because we were publicly traded and we were a young company. He looked at the balance sheet and said, "Hey, look how much money they have in the bank. So we offer $1 more." That's going to knock their company on their ear. They're going to have to take 5 picks. So, given that he had Richter and he had, the greatest player of all time, Wayne Gretzky, and by the way, Joe Sakic's idol, that was going to be a powerful team. And having just lost Messier, he needed to do something. And so he did the right thing. He said, what the heck? There's a chance they aren't going to be able to pull it off. And at least I'm making an effort. And so I felt pretty beat up, candidly.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is SiriusXM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. SiriusXM NBA Radio, SiriusXM 86.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 14th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Winnipeg Jets. Lightning on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 945, Jets on Internet 951. 7 p.m., New York Rangers face the San Jose Sharks. Rangers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 938, Sharks on Internet 942. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers face the New Jersey Devils. Panthers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 931, Devils on Internet 936. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939, Flyers on Internet 931. 7:30 p.m., Buffalo Sabres take on the St. Louis Blues. Sabres on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 922, Blues on Internet 944. p.m., Minnesota Wild take on the Montreal Canadiens. Wild on XM 201, Internet 933, Canadiens on Internet 934. 8 p.m., Dallas Stars take on the Boston Bruins. Stars on XM 223, Internet 928, Bruins on Internet 921. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Nashville Predators. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930, Predators on Internet 935. 10 p.m., Vancouver Canucks take on the New York Islanders. Canucks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 948, Islanders on Internet 937. 10 p.m., Seattle Kraken take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Kraken on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 943, Blackhawks on Internet 925. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 14th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 brings you expert analysis from former players, coaches, and executives, plus reaction to all the latest news on the only 24/7 station dedicated to the National Football League.
Mark Messier is a 6-time Stanley Cup champion. He won 5 with the Edmonton Oilers and 1 with the New York Rangers, and is the only player to captain 2 teams to Stanley Cup championships. In Edmonton, after winning back-to-back Stanley Cup championships in 1984 and 85, it wasn't until 1987 where the team would win their 3rd Stanley Cup championship. Speaking on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Messier joined Scott Laughlin for the morning skate on Sirius XM Channel 91 to talk about what it was like to win that 1987 Stanley Cup Finals series against the Philadelphia Flyers, despite blowing a 3-1 series lead and having to win it in a Game 7.
Mark, let's go back to the 1987 Canada, or not Canada Cup. That was still to come.
That was the 1987.
That was a Game 7, but that was an all-decider as well, as we know. But for Game 7... Yeah, that was pretty good stuff. But 87 in the Stanley Cup final, you're facing Philadelphia. You're up 3-1 in the series. They come back to tie it. Now you've got Game 7. Take us back to your greatest remembrances of, again, almost letting the series slip away and then having that opportunity in Game 7 to come up big, which you guys clearly did.
Well, it just goes to show you that we felt back in 87, we were really at the peak of that team in some ways. Some people think 85 team was the best team ever. 87, I think, was probably the most talented team. I think 85 team had a better overall record. I think it was 16-1 or 16-2 in that playoff year. 87, we got tangled up against Philadelphia, but we felt we're a better team. But sports isn't about who's a better team. It's about it's about the belief system inside the dressing room. And Philadelphia wouldn't quit. Mike Keenan wouldn't allow the young Philadelphia team to quit. They were kind of banged up. They had some injuries, but they were able to extend the series after what we thought probably should have been maybe at least 4 or 5 game series. We lost, I think, the first game, if I remember correctly, and then came back and went 3 in a row, coming home to win the 5th game, only to realize that winning the championship, even after all the experience we had, is not that easy. And then going back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and they trounced us in Philly. Now we find ourselves in a Game 7, and then once you get to a Game 7, anything can happen. You can get a bad break, an unlucky bounce, as we've seen in the past. And so everything's at stake, everything's on the line. And I think luckily for us, we're able to, really kind of rely on our experiences that we had in the past. We felt incredibly confident that if we went out and played our best game and Philadelphia went out and played their best game, our best was going to be good enough. But even with that, there was so much uncertainty. And sure enough, we were able to win our third cup in 4 years, which was quite an incredible feat.
That was Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers, Mark Messier, on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin on Channel 91.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. Sirius XM 91.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 14th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Winnipeg Jets. Lightning on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 945, Jets on Internet 951. 7 p.m., New York Rangers face the San Jose Sharks. Rangers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 938, Sharks on Internet 942. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers face the New Jersey Devils. Panthers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 931, Devils on Internet 936. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939, Flyers on Internet 931. 7:30 p.m., Buffalo Sabres take on the St. Louis Blues. Sabres on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 922, Blues on Internet 944. 8 p.m., Minnesota Wild take on the Montreal Canadiens. Wild on XM 201, Internet 933, Canadiens on Internet 934. 8 p.m., Dallas Stars Boston Bruins. Stars on XM 223, Internet 928, Bruins on Internet 921. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Nashville Predators. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930, Predators on Internet 935. 10 p.m., Vancouver Canucks take on the New York Islanders. Canucks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 948, Islanders on Internet 937. 10 p.m., Seattle Kraken take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Kraken on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 3, Blackhawks on Internet 925. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 14th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
New York Rangers legend and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier joined Scott Laughlin on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91, to share what it was like to play in the 1994 finals with the New York Rangers, as well as ending the 4-year drought for the franchise and how that team represented what a hockey team is all about.
Well, look, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about 1994 as well. You mentioned Mike Keenan. We spoke with him in studio a couple of weeks ago. He speaks so highly of you and of that run. So take us back to ending the 54-year drought. In Game 7, you get a power play goal. You shovel a puck underneath of Kirk McLean. Stands up as the game winner, as it turns out. So take us back to that hot, steamy night. What was it, June 14th of 1994 at the Garden in New York?
Just, you know, I guess just starting, going to the rink, trying to keep your same routine. Each and I would always drive together down through Times Square, down Broadway 7th Avenue to take a right-hand turn on 33rd Street. And you could feel things were different, even from the Upper West Side. Just to vibe and the energy of the whole city was just electrified. Getting down towards Madison Square Garden, seeing the crowd already starting to build, the police officers surrounding the Garden. It was a carnival-like atmosphere. Obviously, we knew we were something on the cusp of doing something been done in 54 years. The magnitude of it was palpable. I mean, the energy, just everything just seemed to be so electrified. You try to keep yourself in the moment. You try to stay your routine. Obviously, there's a much more at stake. And then, we found ourselves much like we did in '87, up 3-1 in the series, losing to fifth game where it was pretty much a foregone. New York Rangers were finally going to win a Stanley Cup after 54 years, only to find ourselves the party atmosphere got a little bit delayed and then had to go back to Vancouver, which again, we got trounced in Vancouver, just like we did in 87. And now we're coming home for game 7. And the same thing happened. We felt good about our chances. We felt we were a better team than Vancouver. We felt that we should have wrapped up the series earlier against Vancouver, but that's the greatest thing about sports. You can think all you want, but the reality is they got a heartbeat over there too. They got pride over there too. They're there for a reason because they're a great team. And here we are in game 7 and happen to go out and execute a great game plan to beat a very hungry, very young, very physical, hard team to play against in Vancouver. And luckily for us, we had a lot of experience. We had a dynamic, incredible amount of talent with Brian Leach and Sergei Zubov, Alex Kovalev, Adam Graves, and Mike Richter and net, and then sprinkled in with some veterans, some hardened veterans with McTavish and Tikkanen and Steve Larmer and Noonan and Mateau and Jeff Bukaboom and Jay Wells and all the amazing players that banded together that year to create maybe not the most skilled team that's ever won a Stanley Cup, but if you look up the word team, they could put the 1994 Ranger team right there, and that year, that team epitomizes what a team is all about.
The PGA Tour comes to life on Sirius XM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live, hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, Sirius XM 92.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 14th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Winnipeg Jets. Lightning on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 945, Jets on Internet 951. 7 p.m., New York Rangers face the San Jose Sharks. Rangers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 938, Sharks on Internet 942. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers face the New Jersey Devils. Panthers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 931, Devils on Internet 936. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939, Flyers on Internet 931. 7:30 p.m., Buffalo Sabres take on the St. Louis Blues. Sabres on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 922, Blues on Internet 944. 8 p.m., Minnesota Wild take on the Montreal Canadiens. Wild on XM 201, Internet 933, Canadiens on Internet 934. 8 p.m., Dallas Stars take on the Boston Bruins. Stars on XM 223, Internet 928, Bruins on Internet 921. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Nashville Predators. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930, Predators on Internet 935. 10 p.m., Vancouver Canucks take on the New York Islanders. Canucks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 948, Islanders on Internet 937. 10 p.m., Seattle Kraken take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Kraken on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 943, Blackhawks on Internet 925. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 14th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
Sirius XM has soccer covered end to end. Sirius XM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's Sirius XM FC on Channel 157.
6-time Stanley Cup champion and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier stopped by Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin to discuss what Game 7 means to him and what it's like to also lose a Game 7.
Well, when you think about the two greatest words in sports, you think about Game 7 for many reasons. Obviously, to get to a Game 7, both teams obviously very evenly matched from the literal sense, the Game 7. You don't have to be a sport fan to understand that something's big at stake and that you will go watch it even if you don't know the teams, you don't know the players, you know the backdrop, because it's the greatest form of reality TV in the world, because there is going to be a winner and a loser. A lot at stake, obviously. But for me personally, it's a lifetime journey to acquire the skill set that's required to be able to perform when the stakes are the highest, under the most scrutinized pressure, when you're expected to perform. And you think about a Game 7 moment or Game 7, that's when you have to perform. It's a winner or go home situation. And what are the skill sets that are required to do that? Obviously, we've practiced our game and honed our skill set for years and years and years, tens of thousands of hours of honing our skills. But emotionally, mentally, what prepares you to play in those moments and perform when you're expected to? That, I think, is what really defines a Game 7 moment for the players that have excelled in Game 7 moments. And what are those life lessons that we can teach our young boys and girls, and the skill sets required to do that? The breathing, it's being able to slow your heart down, and your blood pressure goes up, and your decision making is rash, and concentration varies because of all of it. What allows you to kind of really slow down and use your God-given talent, and then obviously the repetitions through your whole life that you know you can do it. You just got to be able to do it when it matters most. It's like hitting a home run, and like Aaron Boone did, or doing something special at the right moments. And I think the educational part of the docuseries is really fascinating to me there, to help our young boys and girls who will be faced with big decisions in their life. And you don't have to be a sport fan to have a Game 7 moment in life. Everybody's faced with decisions that are going to alter the trajectory of their lives in one way or another there. And we're trying to figure out what those skill sets are.
What does it feel like to lose a Game 7?
Fortunately for me, I never experienced what the Oilers did last year, going all the way to the end in a championship game and losing in a Game 7. Anytime you get to a Game 7, it's a hard journey to get there. Two teams, evenly matched. It's been a war. It's been a tug of war. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's tired. And then to lose that is devastating. I think about my own experience in Game 7, winning 7 of them. The 2 still hurt to this day. What could I have done different? You always say that you got to lose in order to understand how to win. I do agree with that. I think there are lessons in loss and in failure, both as a team and as an individual. If I had my preference, I would have liked to have learned those lessons while I was winning. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it is. But I look back at it now and just think about how grateful I am for all the lessons in wins and the losses, because it really ends up defining who you are as a person and as a player.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
I'm Frank Track.
You're listening to NHL Play-by-Play on SiriusXM.
Backhand, and the Panthers take the lead.
The defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers are on.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
This is the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Sponsored by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers.
Now, let's get right to the action.
Well, welcome inside Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise for the second time this week. It's the Florida Panthers and the New Jersey Devils here at Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers coming in 11-4-1. New Jersey 11-6-2 after the Devils took Tuesday night's matchup between these two teams by a 4-1 final score. Doug Plagans, Billy Lindsay, Kevin Rogers with you, getting you set for the opening face-off. It'll be in about 7 minutes' time as we get ready for Game 2 of 3 in the season series for these two Eastern Conference heavyweights. We'll hear from Panthers head coach Paul Maurice in just a moment. Tonight's First Responder Night here at Amerant Bank Arena is presented by ServPro. ServPro understands an emergency can happen at any time. Their customer care center is ready to take your call 24/7 and respond day or night. ServPro has earned the reputation as number one in the cleanup and restoration industry, specializing in fire and water damage, mold, construction, and so much more. Call 1-800-SERVPRO pro to see how they make it like it never even happened. Let's get into hearing from the head coach of the Panthers, Paul Maurice. Our pregame conversation, as always, presented by Celsius Essential Energy. Celsius, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. First thing I asked Paul Maurice was what he took away from the loss to the Devils back on Tuesday.
The things we liked our start. We're in a 1-1 game, 30 minutes in, and the shots are 20-7 for us, so we feel like we're on the right end of it. We didn't love the first 10 minutes of the third. It was a flat period. Neither team generated anything, but we were trailing at that point by one. I thought we were smart about not opening the game up, but I think we got too stretched out in that second, so we couldn't really generate the forecheck that we normally like to generate. And those are all good things to learn, whether it's for the opponent tonight or over the course of the season. Your losses are always far more valuable than your wins in terms of learning things that you will see in the playoffs.
And that being said, you go into a second game now, seeing the same team twice in a row. Not something you have happen every day. From a competitive side, you like being able to get right back out there against these guys, and also just like being able to see this team prepare for a good team a second straight game.
Yeah, I love the back-to-back, like the home-and-home series best. The two at home, sometimes it's highly unusual. You just don't see it very much in the NHL, but we like playing the same team twice. It's a great little mini playoff series. You play your game. Each team kind of presents what it's trying to do, and then you get to look at video and correct the things that you're trying to correct and try to exploit some things on the other team.
And you mentioned it before, last thing, going to the game here tonight. When you play a team back-to-back, both teams have the same video to compare with. There's no secrets going into game number two. So how do you set a tone going into the second game of this back-to-back tonight?
I think you find the game two is always quite a bit tighter, even though that was a tight game that we played. But you look at the Dallas game, it's a 6-2 game. There's an awful lot of offense in that game. The next night it was a grinder. So both teams will focus on the defensive things, trying to take those away from each other, but I do think that both teams were very well prepared for the style of game. We give up less in that game than we had given up, I believe, in the last 6 times we've played New Jersey. At the same time, we would have generated less. And it's just, I think the New Jersey Devils are a team that may have made the most improvements in important areas. They added 4 important men to their back end. One was Hamilton, who had been out for the year, but they added size, Wade, and Markstrom in net, so now they're a legitimate contender.
Panthers head coach Paul Maurice right there. Pre-game conversation is always presented by Celsius Essential Energy. Celsius, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. Let's get into the scratches ahead of tonight's matchup, presented by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. Remember, tonight's medical doctors are Dr. Eva, Dr. Yagnik, Dr. Ross, presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Out for the Panthers tonight, you can scratch Mackie Samoskevich and Adam Boquist. Looks like Sam Bennett back in the lineup after missing Tuesday's game. On the Devils side, scratch Nathan Bastian, Curtis Lazar, and Nick DeSimone. Your scratches presented by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. Let's hand it off to Kevin Rogers with the players to watch ahead of tonight's matchup. We'll be back for the drop of the puck shortly. Kevin, who are you highlighting tonight?
All right, Doug, first on the Panthers side, Sam Reinhart, already 12 goals, tied for the lead of the NHL in that category through 16 games last year. He had 13 goals. He's got 12 through 16, so on a good pace for him. 57 goals last year for the Devils. It's Jesper Bratt leads the New Jersey in points with 21, coming off a 2-assist effort in New Jersey's win back on Tuesday. Coming up next is the puck drop from Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers Devils round 2. That is straight ahead right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
The Panthers and Amerant Bank Arena world-class shows and events in the most premium setting in South Florida. Our private and exclusive suites, as well as our all-inclusive clubs, including Amerant Vault and Corona Beach House, offering multiple ways to forge unforgettable connections with friends, family, employees, and top clients. You'll never want to experience a game or concert any other way. For more information, visit FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK today. Funky Buddha is back as the official craft brewery of your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Funky Buddha brings the taproom fun to Amerant Bank Arena, where you can grab an ice-cold gloves-off IPA, brewed exclusively for the Florida Panthers and their fans. Party with them all year long at their brewery in Oakland Park, where you can catch all the Panthers action with their signature selection of innovative brews. Or stop by your closest retailer and bring Funky Buddha home with you. No matter where you're watching, they'll be right there with you. Cheers and go Cats! Funky Buddha Brewery, Oakland Park, Florida. Please drink responsibly. Hey Panthers fans, get ready to score big with Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of your Florida Panthers. Just like our team on the ice, we're faster than ever. Skate by for an oil change or any other vehicle maintenance service you may need. You never need an appointment. Keep your ride as strong as our Panthers. We're here to keep you moving. For coupons and locations, go to JiffyLubeSpecials.com. Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of the Florida Panthers.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
Still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome inside Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise. Florida Panthers, New Jersey Devils. Second matchup of the season for the two teams. Second matchup this week for the two teams. The Panthers looking to rebound from the 4-1 loss to the Devils back on Tuesday that snapped their 7-game win streak. Doug Plagans, Billy Lindsay, Kevin Rogers with you. Robert Reapers, our on-site engineer, and Vlad Lusant back at studio control. Starting lineups presented by SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats for the Panthers. They'll start things off tonight. Sam Bennett between Matthew Tkachuk and Jesper Boqvist. On the back end, Nico Mikula and Dmitry Kulikov. Sergei Bobrovsky doing the goaltending. On the other side, for the Devils, who are coached by Sheldon Keefe, the starting forward line will be Nico Hischier between Timo Meier and Stefan Nason, Jonathan Kovacevic, and Jonas Siegenthaler on the back end. The goaltender is the veteran backup, Jake Allen, for the New Jersey Devils. Panthers in red, right to left. The Devils in white, left to right. Your officials tonight, the referees are Michael Markovic and Kendrick Nicholson. Using C.J. Murray. Bennett stands in against Hischier. And we are off and running here at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Panthers and the Devils, part 2 this week. Mikkel up the near side for Boqvist. Down to our left it goes into the corner. Siegenthaler there, pokes it up the near wall. And this one goes into the neutral zone. Matthew Tkachuk will hand it back for Dmitry Kulikov. Up to center, wrists it in, and that one is out of play. Hit the mesh, so a stoppage 21 seconds in. Panthers Devils scoreless early on. Pre-game scouting report presented by Gulfstream Park Racing. Experience the thrills at Gulfstream Park with year-round thoroughbred racing. Go to GulfstreamPark.com. Billy Lindsay, what do the Panthers need to do against this Devils team tonight?
Pay attention to Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt. They were pretty good in the game last time out a couple of days ago for the Panthers. They got to get into that slot area. Those dirty, enough grade A scoring chances last game against the Devils, and better entries through the neutral zone. They got stymied at the blue line, led to a couple of transition chances for the Devils.
The Devils have definitely improved defensively from last year into this year, plus their goaltending is definitely something that's been upgraded since last year. Here's Verhaeghe in on the right wing side, peels off to the corner. Panthers at the offensive end, down to our left. The battle on that far side. The Devils able to come away with it, and they will not get it out, but on the second try, Kovacevic will play it up the far side as Andre Palat, who failed to get it out the first time. Devils again backed inside their own zone. Jack Hughes there, and he'll play it off to the near side. It's taken by the defenseman Kovacevic. Left back behind the net for Siegenthaler. Kovacevic again up the near side, pass into the neutral zone. Paul Cotter tapped it on for Eric Halla, and the one-time Panther will dump it down to our right. Back behind the net, Sergei Bobrovsky to Nate Schmidt, hopped away. Near side Cotter trying to hold it in for New Jersey. Cotter scored a third period goal back on Tuesday night. It was a big one for the Devils, gave them a 2-goal advantage at the time as the puck played down to our left inside the Devils' end. Here along the near side, Brendan Dillon couldn't get it out. Panthers control, near point, Uvis Polinskas, some time, walks in, shot, save made by Jake Allen. And the puck goes high in the air, stays in play. Over along the far boards, Anton Lundell down for Rodriguez, looking out front, and shot Lundell, and it's a right pad save made by the goaltender Allen to the corner. Polinskas, pass up top, handled by Lundell, left point, a shot, and that one didn't get through. Dougie Hamilton around the end boards. Brendan Dillon is there, and he'll zip one out of the zone, deflects off a stick, goes down to our right. 2 minutes gone by, scoreless early on.
Paul Cotter blew a tire, and that allowed Uvis Polinskas to walk right around point blank against Jake Allen, and another scoring chance for Rodriguez in front. Good shift for the Panthers early on.
Luke Hughes around for Brett Pesce. Pass up to the neutral zone, tapped along by Curtis McDermott. And Nico Mikla there to regather for the Panthers. Heads back behind his net, up the far side. Tried to clear, couldn't get it by Tomas Tatar over on that far side of the ice. Picked up now again by Kulikov. This time tries the near boards and hits it on for Tomas Nosek in neutral ice. Mikla after a loose puck. He'll backhand it down to our left, deep inside the Devils zone. In the corner, it's Luke Hughes there. Backhands Pesce, the longtime Carolina Hurricane, first year in New Jersey, outlet feed. Nason redirects it down to our right, and this one's handled by Sam Bennett. Missed Tuesday's game, back in for the Panthers this evening. Sam Bennett through the neutral zone, pass to the left. Yes, for Boquist, a shot, and that one blocked by Kovacevic. Loose on the end boards, then Matthew Tkachuk digs for it to the near corner. Some help from Boquist, he'll have it. Here on the near side, got crossed up with Sam Bennett, and Kovacevic will lift it out of the zone for New Jersey. Down to our right, a foot race, Heishier, Ekblad, they battle. Then a shot coming in from the outside from Timo Meier, stopped by Bobrovsky. Out to near point. Long drive, Kovacevic didn't get through. One off Ekblad out and Sam Bennett there, and he will get the clear. That backs the Devils up. Good to see Sam Bennett back into the Panthers lineup here tonight.
And noticeable some speed down the middle of the ice, and he drives that middle lane better than anyone. Dishes it off to the side for Jesper Boquist for the shot.
Here's a chance quickly developing, but the puck just hopped away from Bratt. A funny bounce off the end boards and a lively one at that. Nearly set up Bratt for a scoring chance as the puck was dumped in. Now the Devils start back in. Dougie Hamilton here on the near side down for Bratt. He'll play one off to the far boards. Carter Verhaeghe took it away. Then Bratt ripped it from him. Pass out to the near point. Hamilton is there. A shot, and that didn't get through. Picked up by Andre Palat. Far point. Brendan Dillon could hold it in. And the Devils will be forced to reload.
Nothing more frustrating. He got something going, pass it back to the point, and then Dillon and just bows up on his stick, and Panthers get it out.
Dillon dumps it down to our right. Bobrovsky up the far side himself, finds Evan Rodriguez. 15:45 to go, and a swiftly moving first period so far. No score early on. Is Jake Allen, the goaltender, will play it here on the near side for Dawson Mercer. He was met by some Uvis Polinskas pressure. Polinskas put it through the near circle. Couldn't get it all the way through to the net. Loose puck here on the near boards. Anton Lundell regathers. Now Etulo Ostarinic tries a shot from the inside edge of the left circle. That deflects away. Over to the far corner it goes. Anton Lundell. Right point, Nate Schmidt. He tried to zip it down low, went off a Devil's skate, and New Jersey will control. Cotter gets it out. And down to our right, scooped up by Mercer. A lane to the far circle. He'll peel off to the far boards. Finds Kovacevic. Top of the near circle. A shot through traffic, but wide. Over on the far boards, Nate Schmidt tracks it down. He'll get out to center, and he dumps it deep into New Jersey territory. The goaltender, Allen, leaves it behind the net.
Kovacevic with a nice spinorama move to create that opportunity for himself. And you're right, fast moving first period. Everyone getting involved in the game. All 4 line rotations. That's what you like if you're sitting on the bench. Get your legs underneath you early.
14:50 left in the first. No score. Panthers and the New Jersey Devils here this evening. Folks, remember to feed your fandom with the new Panthers sub. Only at Publix, the official supermarket of the Florida Panthers. When you're hungry, Billy, a Publix sub just hits the spot.
Had one yesterday.
What'd you get on?
My wife goes over and gets it for me. I don't.
Don't ask questions. You just get the sub. You know you're going to like it.
Had a cordon bleu one day, and then a couple days later, a turkey one.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Puck out front. Joni Gadjevich had it hop away. And Tatar will walk it along, gets to center, zips it down to the near corner. And this one is played off the near boards. Gus Forsling for A.J. Greer. And he'll get the clear down to our left inside the Devils zone. Dillon is there. He'll send it out to center for Tatar. Backed up by Greer. Heels back inside his own zone. 14-15 left in the first period. No score. Panthers and the New Jersey Devils is Dougie Hamilton up the near side. Redirected along by Messier. Down to our right it goes. And Dmitry Kulikov is upended here in the near corner. Puck squirts out front. Messier, and then it's fed to the line by Nason. Dougie Hamilton flings it down off the end wall. And Messier gets wrapped up with Mikel at the side of the net. Both go down. Neither one came up with the puck. Kulikov on it. Pass to Kachuk. He will get the clear, and it's handled by Sam Bennett around center ice. Bennett into the offensive end. He'll play it down behind the net. Jesper Boquist gives to Kachuk right corner. Looking out front. It's off a Devil and into the near corner. The intended recipient there. He'll find it here on the near side, and then he pins it down low. Messier regathers for New Jersey, and he walks it through that far circle. 13 and a half minutes to go. First period, Panthers and the Devils here at Amaranth Bank Arena. New Jersey gets a clear, a slow roller down to our right. Ekblad will have to make a play on it.
Brendan Dillon's had some adventures with puck early on. Up to the blue line one time, and there trying to steal out of his own end and created a turnover for himself.
You talk about adventures. The scrap that he and Jonah Gadjevich had back on Tuesday night was about as good as it gets these days between two tough customers, and that one really made the rounds in the hockey world. And video that's been seen by all. Now in go the Devils down to a right. A shot from Bratt, and that's kicked away by Bobrovsky. First big save he's had to make in this one. And Sergei Bobrovsky, a nice save on the Devils' point leader, Jesper Bratt.
A rare turnover by Markov in the middle of the ice led to that parting of the seams, and Bratt is stonewalled by Bobrovsky.
In come the Devils again, and it's walked to the net by Luke Hughes. Couldn't get the shot away. Palat out to the line. Kovacevic feeds it down low. Mercer finds it off the end boards. Dawson Mercer had it poked away by Ubis Balinskis. Around for Nate Schmidt. Schmidt off the glass far side. Got the clear. Siegenthaler in the neutral zone. 12-20 left in the first. No score. Pass across for Kovacevic. Then he will guide it down to our right. Nate Schmidt on it once again. Sidesteps Eric Holla. Schmidt up the far side. He spots Rodriguez, then to Luostarinen. Drop pass crossing the line. Then he looks for Lundell. And the puck bounces back his way. Luostarinen as he was falling down. A shot that sails out of play. 12:05 to go in the first. No score. Panthers and the Devils here at Amaranth Bank Arena in Sunrise. We'll bring it back for more in just a moment on the Florida Panthers Radio Network presented by Baptist Health. We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right, the deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza. Every game day, buy a large cheese or pepperoni pizza and get one of the same variety free. With fresh ingredients and daily handmade dough, Stoner's Pizza is the perfect pairing for puck drop. Order in-store or online at stonerspizzajoint.com and use code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Price participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today, 954-983-6662, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team.
12:05 to go here in this first period. No score. Panthers and the Devils. Shots 2-2 early on. Hockey season is here. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Panthers. Get all your Panthers tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. That's SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Doug Plagans, Billy Lindsay, Kevin Rogers with you. Robert Grievers, our on-site engineer. Vlad Lusant back at studio control. Face-off coming up near circle down to our left inside the Devils zone.
Bobrovsky was outstanding his last game out against Philadelphia, especially late in the third period overtime and the shootout, and just tested early on and mini breakaway by Brett. Aggressive goaltending way out of his blue paint to stop that shot. You can see the confidence. Bobrovsky riding into this game.
27-1 against the Devils in his career. A shot on net, and then it's poked wide. The rebound, Anton Lundell got it down there, and then it was batted at as the Panthers had Luostarini crashing the net. Now in front, Evan Rodriguez. Luostarini the shot, and a stick save made by Jake Allen. Here on the near boards, Rodriguez sends one down low, a couple of bounces, and Kovacevic there to play it for the Devils up the near side. Across for Siegenthaler. Walks it left to right across up the left side, makes a move for circle, a shot, a right hand save by Bobrovsky, and there call on, and a drive on net, and a save from Bobrovsky again, that time on Cotter, out of the far circle on the follow-up try. Now Luostarini walks it out to the neutral zone and slides one deep into the Devils' end.
Panthers, if they're guarding neutral zone, don't want to be caught flat-footed. The defenseman, Siegenthaler, was not, but the Panthers just stand. He walked around everyone and got a blatant scoring chance, and Bobrovsky had to come up with the goods again. Second dynamite save he's been asked to make in his first period. And Siegenthaler's not a Blazer, but the Panthers there were backing up in the neutral zone, and Siegenthaler just took matters into his own hands and kind of skated everyone and found himself unaccosted, free down that left wing for the chance.
Both goaltenders have turned away 4 of 4 so far. We've gone 8 minutes, 57 seconds in a scoreless first period of action. Left on the end board, Sam Bennett out to the line, Ekblad. Panthers in the offensive end, long shot, Ekblad, that's wide, rims around, near corner, Boquist, behind the net, Kachuk trying to wrap it out in front, puck came away from him, and Bratt will drag it on for New Jersey, drop pass to the defenseman, W. Hamilton, sends it straight on, it's guided down to our right by Andre Palat, picked up deep in the Panthers zone by Ekblad, on for Bennett, puck bounced off his stick, and Palat cross-ice speed. That one missed the mark, and the Panthers regather. Kachuk up the left wing side into the offensive end, dropped it back. Forsling puts it behind the net. Now it's taken back by the Devils. Luke Hughes for Pesci, then dropped back. Luke Hughes takes over behind the net. 10:20 left in this first period. No score. And the New Jersey Devils, Luke Hughes passed straight on, and this one ricochets deep into the Panthers and Timo Meier. First one on it for New Jersey, taken down hard by Mikula. Got a pass around in Meier for Messier over in the left wing corner. Out to the line, Hughes backs up, lets it rip, and save Bobrovsky, rebound, they score. And it's Stefan Nason right out in front at the edge of the goal crease there to jam it home. 9 left in the first, no score, and well, that's one of the areas Stefan Nason is most effective, right there around the goal mouth area, and he was there to cash in.
What a year Stefan Nason is having coming over, and he's a big body, he plays in front, and Luke Hughes able to get that shot through, and Nason is able to ward off Kulikov. Kulikov thinks he has him tied up, and then Nason just wins that mano-a-mano battle against Kulikov in front to gather that rebound off the right pad of Bobrovsky and shovel it into an empty net. Hard-working goal, and we talked about Nason and some of their off-season additions, the players that they brought over. Cotter, saw it last game, and now Nason, and Nason getting a chance to play on that top line with Meier and Messier, and pays dividends in this game, and has been all season long. Kind of down in the lineup, and mixed and matched, and Nason opens up the scoring. There is a little debate on the bench here. Paul Maurice taking some time, but Nason gets his 8th of the year.
8 on the year for Jump down to our right inside the Panthers zone. Bobrovsky stops it behind the net, flings it off the near corner. It's off Nason. Loose here on the near boards, and Messier pounds it to the corner. Timo Meier whips it on goal from a sharp angle stick save. Bobrovsky then the follow-up come out of the far point. Luke Hughes put it down wide. Into the near corner it goes. Messier on the near side behind the net. Nason bounces out for Messier. He jams at it loose in the blue paint, then off to the far corner. Messier hustles it down for the Devils and then gives to Nason in front of chance. Timo Meier, but what a big save by Bobrovsky with the left pad that time as he keeps the Panthers within one. Anton Lundell, meanwhile, takes a hard lick from Nason here along the near boards, but what a save from Sergei Bobrovsky in close on Meier.
It's a lot onto that one, and the full splits.
Down here to the near corner. Tomasz Nosek for the Panthers, trying to advance it, taken back. Palat around far side, Siegenthaler. Then along the far board, Jack Hughes flex out to the near point. It was blocked. Kovacevic drive. That's blocked by A.J. Greer. And then the puck is going to be taken out around on center ice. Jack Hughes turned it over. Nosek down to the offensive end for the Panthers. Takes it behind the net before Kovacevic poked it away. Loose puck over on the far side. And Tatar will hand it around. Here's Kovacevic.
Been a much more feverish start here for the Devils than it was last game. And they've come out, pushed the tempo early on, created the majority of the scoring chances. Paul Murray said he was happy with the start last game, and I imagine through the first 10 minutes, not quite as pleased this evening.
Down to our right along the inboards, 2-on-2 scrum. Eric Halla in there against the Panthers. Aaron Ekblad, who has the puck held up on the end wall. The puck comes free. Tatar with it. He's wrapped up by Sam Bennett. The Devils fight to keep it in, though. They will for a moment. Eventually, the Panthers get one out to center. Sam Bennett pressuring against Brendan Dillon. Bennett finds it, and he'll guide one down to our left back. Behind the net, Jake Allen, the goaltender, leaving it there for Dougie Hamilton. 7:59 to go first period. 1-0 New Jersey here in the opening frame. Bennett, pass on for Kachuk into the offensive end. He goes now to Boquist, weaving in. Nifty move, he scores! Jesper Boquist, what a move! And he sneaks it past Jake Allen. The Panthers have tied this game at 1. What a setup and what a finish from Boquist.
How pretty was that by Boquist? Thrilling. He gets it, and he's able to walk Dougie Hamilton one-on-one and then has the patience to take it from his backhand to his forehand and beat Jake Allen. And Dougie Hamilton there was playing the puck, takes that pass through the middle of the ice. Boquist is coming full flight, and a scintillating goal by Boquist puts it right through the legs of Hamilton, puts on the brakes and takes it to the forehand and reaches around and ties this game up at 1. Well executed, and one of the finer individual one-on-one moves that you'll see in Boquist does have that type of skill, and that was fun to watch.
That was outstanding, and really didn't even quite get the shot away the way that he wanted to, but the
move was so good he
danced around everybody. He didn't even need to get the puck cleanly off his stick. Now here at the near point, it's Luke Hughes to the corner, upended by Ryan. Luke Hughes here on the near pass up top. The Devils controlling. Pesci puts it down behind the net. Nason tried to wrap it around, lost control, then a sharp angle try, and that one's from Timo Meyer, guided away by Bobrovsky. Panthers get a clear from Sam Reinhart. Out to center ice, Carter Verhaeghe comes back inside the Panthers zone. It's the Panthers right to left, Devils left to right here in this first period of play. Shots 9-5 for the Devils. Matthew Tkachuk and Sam Bennett assists on the Boquist goal. Puck rolled on net by Anton Lundell. A one-handed try as he cut through the far circle, knocked away by Allen, and the Devils head out of their own end quickly. Offside called, though. 6:44 to go in the first period. 1-1 is the score. We'll bring it back for more opening period action next, right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health. Here, 1-1, as we've got 6:44 to go here in this first period of action. Panthers and the New Jersey Devils here this evening. And, well, folks, tonight's first responder night is presented by ServPro. ServPro understands an emergency can happen at any time. Their customer care center is ready to take your call 24/7 and respond day or night. ServPro has earned the reputation as number one in the cleanup and restoration industry, specializing in fire and water damage, mold, construction, and so much more. Call 1-800-SERVPRO to see how they make it like it never even happened. It's the Panthers and the Devils tied at 1 here in this opening frame from Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. For the Panthers, Jesper Boquist getting the game tied just a moment ago. Tkachuk and Bennett assisting on that one at 12:13. The Devils goal at 10:01. Nason's 8 unassisted. Now they have that one noted here at the moment. That's what it says on the sheet. We'll wait and see if that holds up. Panthers fans, go to Pantherland for your exclusive Panthers licensed merchandise, including one-of-a-kind game use gear, hockey-inspired fashion apparel, jerseys, and more. Shop now or in-store or online. FLA-teamshop.com. And make sure to get your 50/50 tickets presented by Auto Nation now. Winner will be chosen in the third period of each home game. Go to PanthersFiftyFifty.com to purchase a 50-50 ticket. The pot almost at $34,000 right now.
Nice spot. I'm going out on a limb that Luke Hughes is going to assist on that Stephen Mason goal.
Seems somebody should, yeah.
It's a rebound right off the pad, right onto the stick, but the Panthers came out a little sluggish, and they needed something to go their way, and they get that spark by Jesper Boqvist. Nice pass by Tkachuk in the middle of the ice, but Boqvist was the star of that show.
Puck goes down to our left inside the Devils zone. Sakic looks to clear, can't get it out. Now behind the net, Siegenthaler there for the Devils. He'll play it up the far side of the ice. Uvis Balinskis looks to hold it in, but they'll say that poked out beyond the line. So 6:22 left in this first period. 1-1 is the score. Panthers will be home against the Jets coming up on Saturday. SeatGeek rode ahead. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Panthers and the Winnipeg Jets to round out the homestand. Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Panthers in the, right now, top team in the National Hockey League. The Winnipeg Jets off to a record-breaking start. So come out and see the Panthers and the Jets Saturday night at 7. FloridaPanthers.com, SeatGeek.com, 954-835-PUCK to get your ticket.
Flying Jets, and everyone's talking about their schedule, maybe a bit easy out of the gate. But you look at what happened the other night, Madison Square Garden, 6-3. That doesn't happen by accident. They're good.
The Jets are in Tampa tonight. We'll keep you updated on that and more as we cruise along here this evening. The puck drop back inside the Devils zone by Timo Meier. And then Nason will shift it around to the far corner. Brendan Dillon up the far boards. Nico Mikkola stopped it up, and he got crossed up with Messier. Mikkola hangs onto the puck. Backhanded deep inside the Devils zone. Siegenthaler. Now over on that far side, Dillon. Up the boards, it's Messier. And he'll send it across to the near side where it's taken by Timo Meier. And dumped deep inside the Panthers zone. Carter Verhaeghe, first one back, and he'll take it out of the trapezoid. Over for Gus Forsberg. Rodriguez.
You got to remember that save on Timo Meier, too, by Bobrovsky before the Panthers go back and answer the other way. If it goes 2-0 quickly, that's a hole you don't want to dig out of. Get the big save at the right time by Bobrovsky and come down the other end by Boqvist, tie the game up.
Yeah, kept the Panthers within one at the time, and then, of course, they ended up tying it at one on that highlight reel play from Jesper Boqvist. Here on the near side, Ed Tulowosterinen. Into the neutral zone, it's Hughes. And he'll back inside the Devil zone. Luke Hughes, that is. Pass out to center, and Ed Tulowosterinen will dump it down to our left. Rims around the end boards here on the near side. Back behind the net. Luke Hughes around to the far boards. Tatar there for the Devils. And he will play one up in the air. It's knocked out of the air with a high stick. And that will take us to an official time. 4:48 left in the first. 1-1. Panthers and the New Jersey Devils. We'll bring it back for more in just a moment right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Hey, y'all. This is Alonzo Mourne, and I want to talk to you man to man. When it comes to your health, we don't have to be just strong or be tough. We have to be smart, too. We need to take the time and get a health screening, and it can save your life.
Join Alonzo Mourning at the Miami Heat Men's Health Summit this November the 16th at the Kaseya Center. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/Zotime. That's baptisthealth.net/ZOTIME.
Have you heard about El Car Wash? The official car wash of the Florida Panthers. For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good, drive clean. Hey Panthers fans, get ready to score big with Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of your Florida Panthers. Just like our team on the ice, we're faster than ever. Skate by for an oil change or any other vehicle maintenance service you may need. You never need an appointment. Keep your ride as strong as our Panthers. We're here to keep you moving. For coupons and locations, go to JiffyLubeSpecials.com. Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of the Florida Panthers.
4:48 to go in the first period. 1-1 Panthers and the New Jersey Devils as we cruise along in period number 1. A wait list for territory memberships. Join the wait list today. Secure your priority access and reserve your spot in line for season tickets. Go to Panthers.com/waitlist. Call 954-835-PUCK. Today, puck dumped down by Uvis Balinskis to our left. Around it goes Gadjevich. Behind the Devils net, A.J. Greer. Over to the far corner. Greer leaned on there by Justin Dowling. And puck loose over on that far side. Nosek out to the line. Nate Schmidt, long shot. Right pad save made by Allen through traffic. Tatar. And around behind the net, Pesci. Backhand up the far side. New Jersey gets a clear. And the puck goes all the way down to our right for an icing. 4:20 left in the first. 1-1 is the score. It's the Panthers and the Devils tonight. Check out Multi-Platinum Rock and Disturb Rock and Amaranth Bank Arena on April 18th. Special guest auction, nothing more. 25 years of the Sickness. 2 sets, 1 show. Get your tickets now. SeatGeek and American SeatGeek and at AmarantBankArena.com.
Many thought me and you both thought maybe we'd see Jacob Markstrom again tonight.
Yeah.
Between the pipes for the Devils, but the 34-year-old Jake Allen gets a call in his 12th year. His 436th game in the league. He's pieced together a nice career for himself.
A goalie named Jake.
Yeah.
Puck played all the way down to our right for an icing. 4:13 left in the first. 1-1 the score. Getting on that, Billy, though. This Devils team, a lot of people pointed to the defense from last year need to improve, but a lot of that started between the pipes. And these two guys, a couple of veterans, this has really made the whole team more confident.
It has. They're both 34 years old, and they've been around the block a long time. And now we got a penalty coming up. This is going to go against the Devils, and Panthers going to get the first power play.
Kulikov takes a feed from Tkachuk down to the far corner, looks up top, Matthew Tkachuk there. Tkachuk tiptoes the blue line, fights through some pressure, muscles the puck over to Barkov, but the puck came away. It's touched up by Dowling, and that's going to land a Devil in the penalty box. 3:56 left in the first. 1-1 the score.
New Jersey, number 90, 2-minute penalty, hooking.
It'll be Tatar taking a seat. So Panthers out of the first power play of the hockey game. Panthers power play is presented by Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. So the Panthers heading to the man advantage with a chance to gain the lead here if they're able to.
Panthers won the draw, got it back. Just trying to skate through behind the centerman, gather the puck, and Tatar got his stick right on Tkachuk there into the midsection. The penalty was called.
Panthers 25.5% of the power play this season, 12 for 47 overall. Tuesday's loss to the Devils. Their lone goal scored in the game back on Tuesday night was on the power play. Reinhart got it. Now over on that far side, it's Tkachuk. Had the puck roll away and brought on by the Devils captain, Nico Hischier. He'll casually skate out towards center to chew up some time, and then he lofts one deep into the Panthers' end.
Tkachuk again, like he did last year, leads his team in drawing penalties. That's the 9th one he's drawn already this year. Only taken 3-4. So
Reinhart tried to dump one in. It's stolen away. And Eric Halla fires across ice, a race for it. On it is Bratt. Caught up to, though, by Reinhart. Knocked it away from Bratt, who's fleet of foot. And Sam Reinhart has control for the Panthers. To Balinskis. Uvis Balinskis drops it back. Barkov through the neutral zone. Dumps it down far corner. Tracked down by Tkachuk. Over on that far side. He's upended by Siegenthaler. Now Barkov out the line. It's Reinhart across for Balinskis. Uvis Balinskis straight onto the blue line for Hagee. Balinskis center of the blue line. Looks right. Has Barkov at the half boards. Up top again. Balinskis gives over to Barkov to his right. Through that far circle. It's Matthew Tkachuk. Top of the right circle. A wrist shot deflecting. And it's over the net. Stays in play for Hagee. Out to the near point. Balinskis. Uvis Balinskis across right point. Barkov. Barkov through the far circle. Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk. A shot blocked by Siegenthaler. Still loose. Whacked that in front. And this one is battled for in the blue paint. A sprawling Jake Allen somehow with sticks flying everywhere. Able to get on top of that one to cover up. 2:23 left in the first. 1-1. 27 seconds left in the Devils penalty. Tatar remains in the box.
Bouncing puck in front became dangerous. Reinhart was waiting there to kind of pounce on it. Last second, Allen able to hold it for the faceoff. But before that, the Panthers got to move the puck quicker. They're in their setup and they're just hanging on to the puck. The Devils penalty killers are not having to adjust when you hang on to the puck. Once you move it east to west, back and forth, if you do get into that setup, it's either get it to the net or move the puck quicker. Because I kill penalties, and when you sit there and you don't have to adjust, you can get in shooting lanes and block shots. It becomes a lot easier.
Now a pass intercepted, and the puck dumped down to our right. by Andre Palat. Nate Schmidt back to handle this one. Power play for the Panthers winding down. Schmidt drops it back. Sam Bennett walks it out through center, looks to his right, and into the zone goes Evan Rodriguez. Juggles it off to the near boards. Holds Rodriguez top of the near circle. Power play winding down. Pass across. Ekblad to the corner. Bennett tried to send it back for Anton Lundell behind the net. Couldn't get it to him. And the Devils get Tatar out of the box. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as the Devils are 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. They've been strong in that department this season, coming in 8th in the National Hockey League as a team on the penalty kill. Evan Rodriguez over on the far boards. Puck taken away. Siegenthaler guides one down to our right. Nico Mikla for Gus Forsling. Played up the far side. Got the clear. Back in come the Devils in a hurry. Brad a shot. And it's blocked away by Bobrovsky. Over on that far side, Jack Hughes for Pratt. Back behind the net. Forsling runs it down. But he's run into here on the near side by Cotter. Puck rolled out to the high slot. Dougie Hamilton launched it back down low. Picked up off the corner boards by Pratt. Sprint on net. And that one hops away. Picked up by Jack Hughes then. A long drive. Dougie Hamilton deflecting off a Panther wide to the far corner. And A.J. Greer will lug it into the neutral zone. Gives to Nosek. Heads up to the offensive line. A shot. That down to our left. Gadjevich, first one there for the Panthers. Over on the far boards. He'll get a pass out the line. Ekblad here on the near boards. This one's hustled down by Mercer for the Devils. Given to Hughes. Played across for Siegenthaler, and the Devils control. You killed penalties with the Devils GM, Billy.
Yes, I did. Tom Fitzgerald for a long time.
Over on that far side, Siegenthaler held on to the puck.
Another slash coming up. And this could go against Siegenthaler. Or is it going to go? Sorry, it's going to go against Verhaeghe. He did hold on to it for a long time and got slashed on the hands, and Panthers were maybe going to get a chance. Verhaeghe goes over to the box for a couple of minutes.
Number 23, 2-minute minor penalty, slashing.
So it'll be Verhaeghe taking a seat. Panthers down a man for 2 minutes, so that could carry over into the start of the second period. It'll be
Siegenthaler's lucky that penalty got called because he got it taken off his stick by Verhaeghe, and it might have materialized into something else.
Well, first, he got nothing on the pass, and then that would explain why he got nothing on the pass. I guess Verhaeghe was in there putting on pressure, and that pressure landed him in the penalty box. Here's a shot from Dougie Hamilton, deflecting off the skate of Sam Reinhart into the near corner. Here on the near side, Pratt looking forward for New Jersey behind the net. This one rolls off to the far corner. A battle over on that far side. And as the puck squirts out front, backhand try, save Bobrovsky. That time on Ishier in close. Dougie Hamilton, time winding down, 14 seconds of the period, out to Jack Hughes at the left point. Into that far circle, looks out front, a shot. Ishier, save Bobrovsky. Whip back out the line, 6 seconds. Dougie Hamilton, Bratt in the near circle, holds, fires, scores. Jesper Bratt, top corner through traffic with 1.4 seconds on the clock. A power play goal regains the lead for New Jersey. It's 2-1.
What an electric shot first off, and then the patience. Because there wasn't a lot of time, and most players, knowing there's not a lot of time on the clock, are going to pull the trigger right away. He takes the pass from Hamilton on the right face-off circle. Has a chance to pull the trigger. Forsling goes down to block the shot, and he waits and he waits and he waits, and then eventually when he pulls the trigger, there's a maze of bodies in front of Bobrovsky, mainly Ekblad, and Ekblad standing right in front of his goaltender. No way that he could see the puck, and Bratt exploits that top half of the net right over the blocker side and makes it 2-1 on the power play.
So Jesper Bratt, and it's almost as if he had the clock.
That's
in his sights, the way that was.
Because most players, knowing that there's 2 or 3 clicks on the clock, as soon as you get on the side, are kind of going to rush that shot.
Yeah, there was no panic whatsoever.
Yeah, he is able to hang on to it, and maybe he got a look, but it was the patience that paid off at the end, because you have Forsling there going into the shooting lane. Forsling's probably thinking the same thing. Okay, I'm going to sell out here at the last second. There's only so much time on the clock. If I get in the shooting lane here and sell out, I'm going to shoot it into my shin pads, but just for Brad able to hang on to it a second longer, that's really needed, because there was 2 seconds on the clock, and the Devils will skate into the locker room with a 1-goal lead. Jesper Boqvist with a pretty goal. Well, Billy, you get Nason open up the scoring and get bookend goals by the Devils. And the last one coming on the power play there by Brad.
Night to night across the National Hockey League, there aren't many things that make you scratch your head more than the fact that Jesper Bratt lasted till the 11th pick of the 6th round back in 2016. Well, you see what he's able to do with the puck.
You could go back to Zetterberg and Datsuk, but the old days. But yeah, you don't see a lot where Brad, 162nd overall back in 2016 out of Sweden, now in his 8th year. And you look what he's done, Doug, in his last 3 years, 26 goals, 32 goals, 27 goals. Last year was his best year point-wise, 83 points. And if you didn't have numbers on their jerseys, you wouldn't be able to tell Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt apart.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Very creative.
And size-wise and a lot of what they do, and the dexterity with which they skate, the lateral kind of movement, the shiftiness, the explosiveness. And
there's no question that the fact that they get
Jack Hughes has a little bit more of it. Jack Hughes has a little bit more higher end and a little bit motor that can go. But yes, Jesper Bratt's not far behind him in that category.
And I'm sure the fact that those two get to play together every night has allowed both of them to accelerate their development and really accelerate their
headache for opponents.
Creativity, absolutely. So 2-1 Devils after 20. We'll get to this day in Panthers history here in just a moment, and maybe you can recall something from this one, Billy, and then we'll get to the break because we've got to catch up on break. Some radio technicalities there for you folks, but we'll take you behind the curtain a little bit. ServPro understands an emergency can happen at any time. Their customer care center is ready to take your call 24/7 and respond day or night. ServPro has earned the reputation as number one in the cleanup and restoration industry, specializing in fire and water damage, mold, construction, and so much more. Call 1-800-SERVPRO to see how they make it like it never even happened. Tonight's First Responder Night is presented by ServPro. Billy, this day in Panthers history is presented by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. Check out the Panthers Virtual Vault, FLAPanthersVault.com. Presented by Baptist Health to browse all moments in Panthers history. It was on this night back in 1995, Billy. You and the Panthers won a 7th straight game, a 5-2 win over the Maple Leafs at Miami Arena. And
how many straight?
This would have been the 7th straight.
Nice.
And you scored the empty netter, Billy.
Hey, did I?
The empty netter. It was your 4th year. Mike Huff, Ryan Skrudlin assisting on the empty netter. Also scoring for the Panthers, Johan Garpenlov, Robert Svala, Rob Niedermeyer, and Stu Barnes. And Billy, also got to ask you, too, in this game at 6:50 of the third, you had a slashing penalty, and Ty Domi had a roughing penalty at the same time.
That sounds
Did
about
you
right.
slash Ty Domi?
So if he's going to rough me, and I'm not going to get in an altercation.
I was
Heavyweight.
going to say, that wasn't your kind of dance partner.
No, that's he would have had to come through the stick first. If my stick broke and he got to me, then I might have been in trouble.
That was more a Paul Law's dance partner than a Bill Lindsay.
I tried to. The true heavyweights of the league, I tried to avoid it as much as possible. I was going to be swinging the axe, and as much as I could late in the game too. It gets a little dangerous there if we have a lead and Ty Domi starts coming after you. And there's not much you're going to. Problem with Ty Domi is that the head is. I've never seen a guy never get cut in his life.
Indestructible.
Like, it was like punching a bowling ball. It's impossible. You're going to hurt your hand worse.
So the Panthers trail the Devils 2-1. That's this day in Panthers history, presented by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. We'll step aside. We'll come back. Kevin Rogers has updated what's going on here, what's going on elsewhere, all that coming up. 2-1 Devils through 1 on the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My fam? I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect. Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $350 on select computers. Ends 11/16, in-store only.
I juggle a lot. And managing constipation with belly pain from my irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, with laxatives and fiber isn't enough. My doctor recommended a way to get ahead of it. Then I said yes to Linzess. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LANZESS.
Devils late goal in the first. The Panthers 2-1. We'll recap the goals coming up next right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro signs and Metro wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today.
enter. Well, as instructed by you, Dougie Hamilton picked up a
out to the neutral zone, and then Nason muscles it over the Panthers line to the far corner. Dmitry Kulikov is there, and he will clear it out to center. Siegenthaler knocks it down, taps it along for Kovacevic. His pass hits a skate, and then Siegenthaler broke his stick. Devils defense having some issues moving the puck up the ice for one reason or another. Panthers ultimately get it down to our right.
There's been a lot of shrapnel, a lot of broken sticks tonight. And you talked about the faceoff circle. Heischer, the first one he lost. Devils 70% the faceoff circle in that first.
Heischer cuts in left circle shot. Oh, what a glove save made by Sergei Bobrovsky. That was a nifty play from Heischer. Skipped around the defense, really turned on the Jets, and Bobrovsky made the glove save. And that's something I've taken away from these two games this week. And I don't know if it's just because we've seen him play twice, he looks confident, or he's got an improved supporting cast year to year. But Nico Heischer looks like he's got some more giddy up than he's had in the past.
Yeah, he's a good hockey player, and that straight line speed that just beats Ekblad. Just going north-south, and Ekblad thought he had him in control under wraps, and he's able to score by for the scoring chance.
Rat splits a pair of defenders, backhand on net softly, and it's covered by Sergei Bobrovsky as Brett brought it out from behind the net. 19:04 left in the second. 2-1 is the score.
Nico Heischer in his 8th year, first overall pick back in 2017. Captain of the team, though. He's worked in every area of the game. You talk about the face-off, getting smarter defensively. He's the complete package. When you look up and down the lineup, we've talked about Pratt, Hughes, the explosiveness, but the consistency, the one player that kills penalties, plays on the power play, late in games, all situations, it's Nico Heischer.
Now the puck played off to the near boards and worked down to our right inside the Devils zone. Palat backhands down into the Panthers end. Bobrovsky sends it around. Another thought on Nico Heischer here in just a moment, and we get an opportunity. Evan Rodriguez for Anton Lundell gets the clear, not much further than his own blue line as Bratt drops it back, and then Dillon looks across the ice. Dougie Hamilton pass straight on. Here's Jack Hughes cruising in, drifts off near side, patiently with the puck. A low shot and a left pad save made by Sergei Bobrovsky. The Devils for a moment held it in, but Anton Lundell gets a clear down to our right. Billy, sometimes you have number one picks like Connor McDavid, like Austin Matthews, and it's a foregone conclusion sometimes for years that guy is going to be the top pick in that draft. Gets tons of headlines right out of the gate. Then you have drafts where it's a guy like Nico Heischer. Maybe he doesn't get tons of headlines before the draft, but winds up still being a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And in some ways, I think Nico Heischer, for being a number one pick, flew a little bit under the radar for a while.
Yes, he did, but for a long time.
Well, the puck played across near side. Mikula shot tipped in. That one is stopped by Jake Allen. Barkov here on the near side. Mikula down to the corner. The puck rims around. Far board. Picked up. Reinhardt out to the line. Kulikov fires it down off the end boards wide. And Verhaeghe shoved by Pesce off the puck. And the Devils get a clear from their defenseman. Brett Pesce down to our left. It goes to Nico Mikula back to play. Mikula walks it along out to center. Drills it down to our right into the Devils zone. Puck rims around far side. Pesce will send it around. Luke Hughes behind the net. Swerves away from Nosek. Banks it up the near boards. And the Devils get a clear to center ice from Tatar. Not much further than that. And then Greer looks to dump it back in. That one is out of play. And into the seat. 17:07 left in the second. 2-1. It's the Devils in front of the Panthers by a goal. Trans-Siberian Orchestra bringing the Lost Christmas Eve tour to Amerant Bank Arena December 13th. Come rock the arena and celebrate the holidays. Tickets are now available with SeatGeek. AmerantBankArena.com. Coming down to Funky Buddha Brewery in Fort Lauderdale's Cats take on the Blackhawks coming up on Thursday the 21st. That's a week from tonight for a watch party, drink specials, giveaways, Panthers hockey, and more. FloridaPanthers.com/Cats on tap for more information.
You just go back a couple of years. He's a Selke Trophy finalist.
Yep.
Nico Heischer. The offensive game. Well-rounded 200-foot game like Barkov. When you get that kind of reputation, that's why you end up with the C on your jersey.
Puck played up the near side, and that's a good 1-2 punch down the middle for years to come. Jack Hughes and Nico Heischer, and handy bit of business that Tom Fitzgerald did to get both of them locked up long-term when he did. Heischer over on that far side. It's going to be Gus Forsling across to Aaron Ekblad near side. Kachuk to center ice Bennett. Left side Boquist to the circle. Pass across the top of the goal mouth area. Didn't connect with Bennett. Kachuk to the line. Ekblad a drive, and that's over the net. Off to the far corner it goes. Stefan Nason on for Heischer. He'll walk it into the neutral zone. Right side, Timo Meier swings it across the ice here on the near side. It's Messier, and he lost control of it here along the near board. Sam Bennett dances out to center, looks right, has Kachuk. Into the right circle, looking back for Bennett. Off Dougie Hamilton, loose puck over to the far boards. Whipped on net by Mikkola, and a left-hand save made by Allen before the Devils get a clear to center. Bratt delays up to the Panthers' blue line, looks for somewhere to hand this off. He gives it to Dougie Hamilton, and he'll sling it down to our left. Back behind the Panthers' net, Bobrovsky to give it to Kulikov. Up the near side, Evan Rodriguez punches it along, and then it's one-handed out of the zone by Mikkola. Through neutral ice down to our right. Luke Hughes is there. He'll wind it around. Here on the near side, Palat. And this one is going to wind up here on the near boards. Hughes gives to Palat. Walks it into the neutral zone. Verhaeghe, the takeaway. Cross ice on a bounce. This one winds up in the Panthers bench. 15:38 to go in the second. 2-1. New Jersey in front. Take the next step to becoming the ultimate Panthers fan by joining the Panthers Kids Club. Kids 14 and under can become members for free and receive exclusive benefits, including free entries in a monthly raffle, special offers, and more. Upgrade to an all-star membership to receive a Panthers merch pack, 2 complimentary tickets to a select home game, and other additional benefits. Go to Panthers.com/Kids Club to sign up today.
Paul Maurice talked about the inability to establish the forecheck the last game, and the same could be true said here.
Oh, mishandled puck, Jake Allen. Verhaeghe tries to whip it back out front for Reinhart. Couldn't connect there. Balinska's far point. Down behind the net, and Verhaeghe's there. Verhaeghe to Reinhart. Reinhart far corner. Up top, Balinska's left point. Launches it to the net, and it's gloved by Allen. 15:19 left in the second. 2-1 the score, and that is something we've seen with the Devils. And with more experience on the back end, they're getting the puck out quickly.
They do, and if you look at the underlying numbers, they dump the puck out more than anyone, just with outs. Once they get it on the stick, they're not looking for that pretty pass, even though they got all that skill. A lot of teams have gone to the high flip pass to the far blue line and just look to get it batted down. And then a lot of times you'll see it work into a transition game, a batted down pass, and you just send your forwards out, and it's turned into a real offensive weapon for some teams.
There's a shot, and they score, and it's Sam Reinhart out of that left circle, through traffic on a wrist shot. Wastes no time. He beats Allen. This game is tied at 2, and Sam Reinhart builds on his team-leading total. That's 13 on the year for Reinhart.
Right off the face-off, and he's able to switch sides with Verhaeghe, and he gets over onto that left hash mark on the left side, and right-handed shot. He takes one step, he looks at Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe's looking for a one-timer, and all of a sudden, he just decides, okay, I'm going to shoot it. The defenseman fell down there. I believe that was Dylan that might have fell down, and he just roofs it. And the shooting percentage now goes up to 30. I thought it was high last year, 25%. He's running at 30% this year. And what a shot again by Reinhart.
Now the puck goes down to our left, played out front, near circle. Siegenthaler behind the net, wrapped in front, jammed at Bobrovsky, a save. Then a pileup ensues out front of Sergei Bobrovsky as Matthew Tkachuk has a hold of a New Jersey Devil. And it looks like that was Timo Meier who had that whack at it right out there in front. 14:58 left in the second. 2-2's the score. Each team with 2 on 13 shots. And Sergei Bobrovsky again, a timely save.
On the wraparound attempt, not only once but twice. And again, Timo Meier gets his lunch stolen from him from Bobrovsky. Mason the first attempt, and then Meier whacking away at it. Bobrovsky covering up. Reinhart, what a season. And this is a game mentioning not being able to establish that forechecking pressure, being able to take advantage of opportunities when you get one. It didn't seem like there was a lot there. You're on the left side right against the wall, but when you got a shot like Reinhart, kind of maybe fooled the goaltender Allen because he's looking at Verhaeghe for a pass for a second, and then just decided to turn his attention on Jake Allen and whistled it up high.
14:58 left in the second. 2-2's the score. And as the puck's battled for here on the near side of the ice, it's Messier down here in the corner, near side wrapped up by Boquist. Sam Bennett in to help out. Battle here here on the near side as Messier takes it down below the goal line behind the Panthers. That penalty coming up against Nason. A shove on Boquist and Ekblad in there against Nason. And now a crowd draws over along the far boards. Ekblad didn't like the way that Nason went in there after Jesper Boquist. And this is a real dust-up, and our linesmen, with all they can handle over there right now, is Aaron Ekblad in the middle of it with Nason, who's had his helmet knocked off in the middle of the scrum. 14:40 left in the second. 2-2 is the score.
Second game between these two teams. Didn't see a lot of this last game between these two just at the end in the third period. And a little bit more spice. And you see an opponent in the second time and blocking horns. And looks like Ekblad and Nason are going to go off. Forsling got the original call for holding down deep in the corner. He had his man wrapped up, and Devils going to end up with a power play out of this.
Original penalty is Florida number 42, minor penalty for a holding. And then 11, New Jersey is a minor penalty for a roughing, and 5 for a.
So the roughing minors will offset Ekblad and Nason. Forsling winds up in the box as well.
Forsling, for all that he does and play against the other team's top line, it's only the fourth penalty he's taken all of this season. Didn't take many last year. Hard to get him into the box with his footwork and the way that he plays. Panthers off to kill off another penalty after tying up the game on that shot by Reinhart.
14:40 left in the second. 2-2 the score. Devils 1 for 1 on the power play. And it took them just over half a minute when they scored that power play goal late in the first, so they're back to it here. 14:29 left in the second. Puck carried on by Jack Hughes. Right to left across your radio. Up that far side, overshot Mercer. Mikkola tried to play it up the boards. It's held in. Mercer winds it around. Messier here on the near side. Pressure comes immediately from the Arena. Down to the end boards. Mikkola poked it off to the near corner. Kulikov tries to settle it. Messier in there against him. Devils keep control. It's played out in front. A bouncer, and they score. It was centered out in front by Jack Hughes. It went off a skate and in. The ruling on the ice is a goal. 3-2 Devils will be the score if this one stands, but there seems to be some discussion after this one in now a conference with our officials.
There's not going to be much. It went off Kulikov's skate. Jack Hughes was trying to center it, and Kulikov was in front in a battle, and he actually pushed the Devil player into the net. It was Nason that went into the net. It went off. It actually might have went off Nason's skate too. I'm not sure on that overhead look. No, Mercer. Excuse me.
Yeah, Dawson Mercer right there.
Battling Nason. I thought it was 11. It's 91. So it goes out in front, but the Kulikov push Mercer in the post. There's not going to be any argument on any side from this. The puck was going to go in before the net got dislodged, and looks like it went off Mercer's skate into the net. And second power play goal for the Devils, and the Panthers again forced to play from behind. Third time that the Devils have had that lead. The Panthers have had an answer every single time, looking for an answer again.
13:58 left in the second. 3-2. It's the Devils over the Panthers. And, well, interesting out-of-town score note. 3-0, Billy. The Lightning on top of the Jets. The Jets came early in the second period over in Tampa. Now here on the near side, Hughes. That's Luke to Jack. Play down off the end boards, and Luke will pick it up. Out to the far point, Pesce trying to whip it back down low, stopped up for Hagee, past his center, off the stick of Jack Hughes, scooped up by Sam Reinhart, left side where Hagee walks in, his shot, and for Hagee's shot blocked over in that far circle by Pesce. The Devils able to work it to the neutral zone. Here on the near side, Reinhart, he'll drop it back, Forsling across the ice. Nate Schmidt, Gus Forsling, walked out towards center, and then driven down to our right, around the end boards it goes, and Jake Allen, the goaltender, leaving it for Luke Hughes. Over on the far side for Pesce. Outlet feed Palat. Now it's Jack Hughes cruising in for the Devils. Slams on the brakes as he was pressured by Balinskis. Rolls it to the end wall. After it is Tatar. And he'll bring it off to the near boards. Tatar, pass up top, intercepted Bennett. Works it through the neutral zone. Sam Bennett tried to carry it in. It was poked away by Kovacevic. Justin Dowling up the near side. And he will swing it down to our left into the near corner. A race for this one here on the near side. On it for the Panthers, Mikkola. He'll clear. Siegenthaler backed up. And he'll hand it across for Kovacevic. Up the far side, Tatar. Tapped on for Dowling. He'll backhand it deep into the Panthers zone. Onto the end wall. Bobrovsky out of his net to play it. Gives to Mikkola. 12:37 left in the second. 3-2. It's the Devils out front of the Panthers here in this one. Uvis Balinskis ahead now for Bennett. Puck just rolled away on him, though. And Dougie Hamilton able to advance this one for Mercer. 3-on-2. Here come the Devils into the offensive end. Paul Cotter takes the feed near side. Heads down below the goal line. Over to the far circle. Cotter deals away from Kulikov. Cotter down below the goal line. Looked to center for Mercer. Couldn't get it through out the line. Dougie Hamilton has it. Long wrist shot. Save Bobrovsky. Rebound in front. On his Haller backhand try. Fought off by the blocker of Bobrovsky. And here on the near side, Hamilton. He'll hand it across. And Mercer flips it along the boards. Brendan Dillon. Devils continue to press inside the Panthers zone. Now to the corner and back behind the net. Cotter for New Jersey. Cotter over on the far side. Pass up top. Dougie Hamilton across Brendan Dillon. Shot from the near circle. Didn't get it through. Holla to Cotter. Cotter here on the near side. Out the line for Dillon again. Dillon down behind the net. Holla couldn't reel it in. Dougie Hamilton then pounds it down behind the net. Kulikov cut it off. He's shouldered hard by Cotter. Puck picked up by Mercer. And then out to the near point. The Devils continue to control in the Panthers zone. He's sure a drive. And it's partially blocked by Sam Bennett. Puck deflects out of play. 11:25 left in the second. 3-2. It's the Devils in front of the Panthers. The Ekblad and Nason penalties come off the board. We will bring it back here for more in just a moment. 3-2 Devils, 11:25 left in the second. On the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Hey, y'all. This is Alonzo Mourning, and I want to talk to you man to man. When it comes to your health, we don't have to be just strong or be tough. We have to be smart, too. We need to take the time and get a health screening, and it can save your life.
Join Alonzo Mourning at the Miami Heat Men's Health Summit this November the 16th at the Kaseya Center. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/Zotime. That's baptisthealth.net/ZOTIME.
Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future.
11:25 left in the second. 3-2. It's the Devils in front of the Panthers here in this one. A face-off coming up inside the Panthers zone. Tonight's first responder night presented by Serpro. Serpro understands an emergency can happen at any time. Their customer care center is ready to take your call 24/7 and respond here tonight. Serpro has earned a reputation as number one in the cleanup and restoration industry, specializing in fire and water damage, mold, construction, and so much more. Call 1-800-SERPRO to see how they make it like it never even happened. Puck pulled back to Ekblad. Lofts it out of the zone. Down to our right it goes. A foot race. And Luostarina nudged it away from Pesce. And a race between former Carolina Hurricanes. Puck brought on then by Timo Meier. And it's flipped down to our left inside the Panthers zone. Forsling up the near side of the ice. Speaking of one-time Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of them.
Here on the near side of the ice, it's Luke Hughes. Hammers it along the near side. Timo Meier couldn't get it to the net. The Panthers get a clear, and it's dumped back in by Pesce. Down and around the end boards. Ekblad looks to clear. Couldn't get it out the first try. Second try. He does. Luke Hughes takes it at center ice, and then he will drive it down to our left. Hughes and Pesci both missed the first 9 games for New Jersey as Evan Rodriguez sends it down to a right Jake Allen to play it, gives to Kovacevic, and he will clear. But I'm sure Pesci's exactly the kind of partner that a guy like Luke Hughes could thrive with very early on in his career.
So responsible defensively, good with a stick after all those years in Carolina. Give Luke Hughes a little bit more room to go.
As Palat plays one down to the far corner, Sam Reinhart will bring it out of that far corner for the Panthers. Reinhart with his 13th of the season here in this second period. Coming upon the game's halfway point, 10:05 left in the second.
70 goals for Sam Reinhart last year, and this year we're only 16 games in.
He's rolling. In the goal score department, it's gone to a different level for him over these last few seasons. As Kovacevic will drag it back behind the Devils net. Up the near side, Jack Hughes gains center and flings it in. Around it goes Kulikov, far side. Up the boards for Reinhart again. Backhand to center ice. It's Greer. Look to hand it for Barkov. Out of his reach. He'll catch up to it. Barkov dumps it down behind the net. Around it goes near corner. Dillon here on the near side. Fires it up the boards. That's going to be batted back his way. Dillon there across the ice. Taken by Nosek. Up the far side, rolls it over the line, then it's Siegenthaler to clear, couldn't get it out. Now over on that far side of the ice, it's pushed out of the zone, Mercer, then to Cotter, up to the Panthers line where Uvis Balinskis will regain possession for the Panthers. 9:07 to go in the second, 3-2, New Jersey in front. Puck dumped down to our right, Dillon, around for Siegenthaler, backhand up the boards, bounces to Eric Holla, out to the far point, hammered down and around the inboards by Forsling. Now here on the near side, it's A.J. Greer dumped over. Devils keep it to the outside, Nosek. Out to the line, Ekblad. Long shot off the body out front, didn't get through. Greer over on that far side. Out to the line, Forsling, a drive, save, and the rebound. Punched wide by Gadjevich out at the top of the goal crease.
Those are the plays they have to work low to hide. Defense gets us through, bodies in front. Because we haven't seen 3-on-2s or 2-on-1s develop in either of these games. If the Panthers want things to go their way, it's with that forechecking pressure.
Now in go the Panthers. Bennett a shot, and that's over the net. Far boards a race for it, and Heeshear is on it. Pass to center, intercepted. Ekblad back the other way, out of the reach of Bennett. Down to a right it goes. Dillon, he's punched by Bennett on the end wall and taken out hard. Loose back behind the goal. Boquist there for the Panthers, out to the far point. Backing up with it, it's Kulikov to Mikkola. Spin move near circle, heads down low. Puck came away, and then it's picked up by Tatar, given away to Tkachuk. Out to the near point, Mikkola. Shot tipped on goal, save made by Allen. Then Tkachuk a drive. It's blocked by Tatar. High in the air, stays in play. Penalty coming against New Jersey as Tatar touches up and the whistle blows. 7:45 to go in the second. 3-2. It's the New Jersey Devils in front. That'll take us to an official timeout. And with that, the Panthers get set to go on to a power play when we return. Here's the call.
Tatar, what was he thinking? That backhand pass. Give right to Tkachuk.
Cross checking against Dillon, the call. Back with more in a moment. Panthers power play. Panthers down a goal. 7:45 left in the second on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Every Stanley Cup champion started somewhere. Begin your championship journey with the Florida Panthers Learn to Play. Learn to Play is designed to introduce the game of ice hockey to boys and girls ages 5 to 9. For only $250, each participant will receive 6 weeks of on-ice training from Florida Panthers alumni and USA Hockey certified coaches, as well as a custom-fitted free set of ice hockey equipment that they can keep at the program's conclusion. For sign-up, location, and scheduling information, visit floridapanthers.com/learn-to-play.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
second, 3-2 New Jersey in front, and a penalty against Brendan Dillon for New Jersey. So the Panthers to the power play presented by Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. Dillon off for a cross check. Face off to the right of Jake Allen, down to our right, inside the Devils zone. Big opportunity for the Panthers to tie. Reinhardt, Verhaeghe, Balinskis, back down low. It's Verhaeghe finding Reinhardt in the corner. And Verhaeghe at the line, across for Balinskis, top of the right circle. Barkov down low. Kachuk tipped on goal atop the goalpost. And it goes off to the far board. Swatted at by Mercer. Didn't get it out. Verhaeghe trying to play it down low, but it's intercepted by Pesci and sent down to our left. Bobrovsky stops it behind the net. Matthew Kachuk on the deflection, almost had it.
On the inside of the goalpost, it's a shot pass by Barkov looking for that redirection, and Kachuk got the look he was wanting.
Now it's Barkov to the offensive end. Leads it to the corner. 2-on-2 scrum. It rolls back behind the net, and it's gathered in by Holla and cleared. Panthers backed up to their own blue line. Balinskis dropped it off for Kachuk, cruising through the neutral zone. Backhand far side. Verhaeghe across for Barkov. Off the stick of Siegenthaler and into the seats where it looks like somebody in a throwback John Van Beesbrook jersey is going to be taking that one home.
Way back, yeah, up in the seating. Panthers got this power play because Thomas Fitzgerald, before we went to break, had the chance to clear it, and he had some brain flatulence and on backhand and put it right on the stick of Matthew Kachuk. And it came out in front, and the Panthers got control. And Thomas Tatar brought back for a second tour of duty here with the Devils.
What do you take for brain flatulence?
Mental error. Just kind of creeps in.
Down to our right back behind the net. Siegenthaler around for Mercer. He looked to clear, couldn't get it out. And
what do you take?
Skate with it.
What do you take? Yeah, there's not much you take for it.
Mercer spin move here on the near side. Down to the corner. Yeah, I don't know if Alka-Seltzer works for that. Down behind the net, Ekblad into the near circle. It almost rolled away, and now Lundell will drag it out to the neutral zone.
Took me a second to actually think of the actual question was coming my way.
Takeaway behind the net, and Kovacevic will clear it all the way down. 6:15 left in the second, 3-2. The Devils in front of the Panthers. Panthers on the power play, another 24 seconds. Power play presented by Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. That play deep into the Devils' end. Here on the near side, New Jersey able to regather control, and Nason clears. A foot race down to our left. And Schmidt, and it looks like Palat as well. And they'll go tumbling over Sergei Bobrovsky. The puck wound up in the corner. And the Panthers charge up the ice in a hurry. Bennett up to the line. Lost it to Palat. He finds Dillon coming out of the penalty box. He redirects it down to our left. So back to 5-on-5 hockey we go. 5:34 left in the second. 3-2 New Jersey. 18-16 Devils lead the shots as Ekblad swings it down to our right. Dougie Hamilton around near side. Luke Hughes. Outlet feed to Tar across center, and he'll drive it down behind the Panthers net. Bobrovsky gives to Mikkola. Here in the near corner, try to shovel it along. It's off a Devil. Now Bratt back behind the net, takes it off to the far corner. Lost it to Forsling. Played up the far side. Dougie Hamilton zips it back down to the near corner, holding it in. Mikkola up the near side there. That took a bounce off Luke Hughes, and the Panthers do get it out. Forsling sent it out of the zone. And as the Devils work it right back in quickly, Nico Mikkola takes over, shakes off the hit from Cotter. In goes Reinhardt on the right wing. Long shot guided away by Jake Allen. Over on the far boards, Kachuk down behind the net. Out of the reach of Reinhardt. And right now, Paul Maurice, for a moment there, had Barkov, Reinhardt, and Kachuk all three together, but it just happened to be the way that the rotation was going. Dillon here on the near side as Kachuk is going to remain on the ice here. Panthers getting some different looks in the forward groupings coming out of that last media timeout and out of the power play. 4:24 left in the second, 3-2 the score. Panthers charging. Kadri with a shot and a save made by Allen, and Greer looking for a rebound, never popped out. Greer behind the net, involved with Pesci.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get after it. We need some spice in this for the Panthers on both sides. They got to.
4:20 left in the second, 3-2 is the New Jersey lead, and well, that all started because A.J. Greer took a whack looking for a rebound. And with that, we'll head on to an official timeout. 4:20 left in the second. 3-2 New Jersey here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
There's a problem if you drink and drive a boat. It never just affects you. Boating under the influence is illegal and dangerous. Save lives by staying sober. Learn more about Florida's boating laws at myfwc.com. Brought to you by the FWC Division of Law Enforcement.
Hey Panthers fans, get ready to score big with Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of your Florida Panthers. Just like our team on the ice, we're faster than ever. Skate by for an oil change or any other vehicle maintenance service you may need. You never need an appointment. Keep your ride as strong as our Panthers. We're here to keep you moving. For coupons and locations, go to JiffyLubeSpecials.com. Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of the Florida Panthers.
Second period, 3-2. It's the Devils in front of the Panthers tonight. Big ovation for our City Furniture hero among us. Tonight's hero among us, U.S. Air Force Vietnam veteran Art Bailey with us tonight. Honored to have him here in the building. And also want to say hello and thank you to all of our servicemen and women we have tuned in.
Absolutely. Just had Remembrance Day, Veterans Day, a couple of days ago. Thank you for your service.
Huge thank you. And hello if you're tuned in. And, of course, always great to honor our City Furniture hero among us each and every Panthers home game. Puck play down to our left into the Panthers zone. Going to be an icing call. And 4:12 will remain here in the second. 3-2 New Jersey.
One thing that's kind of stood out in this game has been the Devils' speed.
Yep.
It has caused some havoc for the Panthers.
Offensively and defensively.
Correct. The Panthers have got the great individual play by Bothus, and then just a face-off play that Reinhardt scores on, but just getting in there and everything, it's been tough to come by on the Panthers side, and Bobrovsky's been really solid in this game so far. He's the better of the scoring chances come his way.
He's made a few really big saves as Messier sends one around. That'll back the Devils into their own zone as it rimmed around the boards, and Pesce wasn't quite there to keep it in the zone. Now Luke Hughes walks it ahead. Gives to Nico Hischier. The puck driven down far corner after it is Anton Lundell. He'll leave it for Gus Forsling up the far side of the ice. That one out of the reach of Wostarinen all the way down. Going to be an icing call against the Panthers with 3:36 to go in the second. 3-2 New Jersey in front. Panthers fans score big on game day with Stoner's Pizza. Buy a large cheese pepperoni, get one free. Order online at Stoner's Pizza Joint using code GOCAT. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Panthers. Online only. Price and participation may vary. Right down below us, Bill, I just saw somebody with the big Stoner's Pizza box. A little far for them to give us a slice, but
one of the better names for a pizza company.
The official pizza of the Panthers. And off the face-off, puck picked up by Ekblad and tossed out of the zone down to our right. Back in the Devils' end, it's Hamilton to Dillon. Dillon flings it down far corner. Jesper Boquist after it. And the puck punched along and held in by Dougie Hamilton. Down to that far corner, Gus Forsling is there. Up the boards, it's Anton Lundell. And he'll fling one ahead deep into the Devils' head. Down to our right, a race for Jesper Boquist. Back behind the net, sidesteps a check. Works it deep into the offensive end. Bennett behind the net for Dillon. Dillon running to by Kachuk. Played it up the far boards. And the Panthers, with all this pressure, keep it in the zone. Kachuk across for Bennett here on the near wall. Backhanded behind the net. Loose behind the goal. And Dougie Hamilton intercepts. Plays it off to the near side for Jack Hughes. He couldn't clear. Dougie Hamilton once again. He will sky one out of the zone down to our left. And that forward trio, if you were to ask somebody that didn't have the stat sheet in front of them, who leads the Panthers in hits, might say Sam Bennett, might say Matthew Tkachuk. Those two are up there, but Jesper Rönnqvist is the leader.
But those are the kind of hustle plays that you have to start to need. It's a foot race there against Dougie Hamilton. Boqvist is able to get there first before Hamilton, and then they're able to spend some time in the O zone, and that needs to happen across the board. Those kind of individual 50-50 puck battles start to go your way, start to create momentum, tilt the tide in your favor.
And that being said, with the skill, of course, a big part of it, but those three guys, all three of them, like to throw their body around on the offensive end, get in on that forecheck, and playing together as a trio tonight as the puck's played down and around by Siegenthal. Eric Halla behind the net, Cotter. Cotter behind the goal into the near corner. Moves it along the near side. Paul Cotter looked to fling it down low, and that goes out of play. 103 seconds left in the second. 3-2. It's New Jersey in front. What does it mean to feel welcome at Baptist Health? It's making sure everyone feels cared for and cared about. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Sheldon Keefe taking over behind that Devil bench, and he's gotten everyone to buy in. Didn't have playoff success in Toronto, but regular season success. Second fastest coach to win 200 games in NHL history, and had a really good regular season record, and it was the inability to get it done in the playoffs that ultimately got him fired.
Luke Hughes tries to fling it on net. It's off the leg of Bobrovsky out to the near point. Meyer here in the near corner. He's sheer with it. Drops it off. Timo Meyer, shot deflecting. It's off to the far corner. And over on that far side, Pesce will hold it in. Then Nason over there for New Jersey. Held up along the boards. And out to the line it goes. Pesce giving to Luke Hughes. He'll maneuver off to the near point, giving a cross. Pesce out at that right point then. Gives to Luke Hughes, cruises in right circle, some shifty maneuvering to try and get around Rodriguez, who doesn't have a stick. His broke. Panthers don't get a clear. Now it's sent across Luke Hughes, whips it to the net, deflects. Bobrovsky leans out to cover, and a little scrum out in front.
That got a little scary there with Rodriguez having his stick broken. Turned it to 5 against 4.5. And they had a play down low that was set up, but his Forsling, the last line of defense, if that puck gets through, Nason has nothing but a slam dunk goal. Forsling able to get down to one knee and kick his leg out to block that pass across for that backdoor attempt against Nason.
56.8 seconds left in the second period here. 3-2. New Jersey in front as they get the net reset back behind Sergei Bobrovsky. Hockey season's here. Sakic is the official ticketing partner of the Panthers. Get all your Panthers tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. That's Sakic, your ticket too. Great seats.
That being said about Sheldon Keefe, he's going to have the same mandate here. I know it's not the Toronto market, but he's going to have the same mandate with this New Jersey team.
With where they are developmentally and the players they brought in, and it's time for them. At least that's the belief there.
They believe they're in their window.
Well, I said it a little bit last game, but get to the thought in a moment. Dougie Hamilton out at the right point. Played it down low. The top-end elite skill Toronto has, Matthews, Marner, that group, Nylander, as high as it gets in the league, as it's lobbed on net by Hamilton and gloved by Bobrovsky. But in terms of overall roster balance, you can make the case that what Sheldon Keefe has right now is better than what he had in Toronto.
He's got a lot to work with on those bottom four lines. And you take a look at Carter, and Nason, what they've been able to do and kind of change the complexion. The fourth line is adequate, give you minutes, and
a workhorse goaltender in Markstrom that you figure is going to be out there every night once you get into crunch time in the spring. Allen for Dougie Hamilton, plays it up the far side. In go the Devils. Palat, and he was bumped off the puck. It's picked up by Sam Bennett.
And there's going to be a penalty coming up here. It's going to be interference against Mikkola.
Jack Hughes was taken down.
That could have been. I'm not sure how Jack Hughes, I believe, sold that pretty well. Play penalty here in the third period. Down.
2-minute minor penalty, interference.
Way below the play interference call made. Mikkola not happy about it.
So 3-2, it's the Devils in front of the Panthers. Mikkola goes off. He's not happy.
He shouldn't be. That was sold. That's, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a little rub out that is just completely That's completely a sellout. And you say you want it one way or another, you want embellishment, or you want the call. That was embellishment all around. And Mikkola had a beat. He had a right to give a full throttle argument because
Jack Hughes could get an Oscar for that one.
He just got a little push and he threw his head back and went down on the ice and lost his edge with a little love tap. And unfortunate.
20.8 seconds left in the second. 3-2. Devils in front, puck out to the near point. Pratt looks over for Dougie Hamilton. Big penalty kill for the Panthers here. It could stretch over to the third. A shot in front and they score. It was set up for Nason. He goes upstairs. Tough break for the Panthers. That one may have glanced off a stick before it went into that top corner past Bobrovsky. It's now 4-2 New Jersey with 10.7 seconds left in the second. So after a late goal in the first, the Devils get a late power play strike once again, this time in the second period, and now they lead by a pair.
And it develops into that bumper. Nason's in front of the net. It goes down to Heischer, and Nason pops out to that free white ice or into that bumper spot. So it kind of switches positions, and it goes off the shaft blade of Ekblad on the way to the net. It hits the shaft blade, and that's why it fooled Bobrovsky. Nason gets the power play goal, and good puck movement by the Devils, but a penalty that never should have been called with 20 seconds on the clock, and it only takes 10 seconds to dissect the Panthers penalty kill, and that is 3 power play goals now for the Devils.
Now the puck played down around the end wall. Greer throws a shot on Cotter over on the far boards. Then Greer went in, gave a shot to Mercer. And A.J. Greer, I think he's ready to have everybody form a line. He looked like he was ready for anybody who wanted to step forward as the period comes to a close. And we'll go on to our second intermission. The Panthers have reason to be frustrated with
jersey number 47, minor penalty.
Well, Cotter gets a slashing minor, but Panthers some work to. Yeah, they've got some work to do.
That's a makeup call.
Yeah, has to be.
You can realize if they got any kind of look at that and saw that penalty against Mikkola, that really hurt the Panthers. Separator in this game has been the Devils' power play, and they get the 3 power play goals. Panthers playing from behind too. It's been tough. Every time you play catch-up hockey, they got it back tied 2-2 on that Reinhardt goal. They would get a power play goal from Mercer and end up another one with Nason and take that 4-2 lead into the locker room and go back to the last 3 games. It's been okay for the Panthers, Doug, but by their standards, what we're looking for. I know these are tough games and grinded out games, and the Devils are playing hard defensively, but you're not getting in there the style that the Panthers want. It's hard work, but you're not having those long engaged shifts for enough time to get back. And the way that the Devils are playing, they're getting a little bit more off the rush. We saw it last game, some opportunities, 3-on-2s, those point-blank scoring chances against the goaltender. The speed has been a bit of an issue. The Devils have looked a bit quicker and faster. Not so much in the last game, but here tonight, you can see their speed has been a little bit more disrupting to the Panthers. See what adjustments that they make. But the biggest adjustment that you have to say is that it's been okay, but it's not up to our standard. And Paul Maurice talks about the standard emotionally, mentally, as you go through a course of a long season, and that where you're trying to get at all the time. It's a tough level to get to in this Panther style play. But this is maybe an area where maybe for the first time all year where you could get into that dressing room as a leader of this team, or even the coach, where you could walk in there one time and say, okay, it's starting to get to a point, guys, where we got to start to snap to attention here and start to get our brand back. Don't let it slip away too far for too long.
So the Panthers will look to get things going come period number 3, and they'll have a power play presented by Seminole Casino Coconut Creek to kick it off. We will kick off our second intermission show in just a moment. Kevin Rogers will be joined by Jameson Olive for After 40. Then we'll have the JetBlue Out of Town scoreboard after that, and that'll be followed by your tweets. World-famous former Twitter segment is coming up in just a little bit, so be sure to fire up those tweets at Doug Plagans, at Lindsay Bianchi. If you heard about El Car Wash, the official car wash of the Panthers, for less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 60-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples to Orlando. Come through one of our eco-friendly Valley, and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast and fun wash. Go to elcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join Wash Save. El Car Wash. Feel good. Drive clean. SeatGeek Road ahead. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Panthers have the Jets in this building coming up on Saturday at 7. Get your tickets, FloridaPanthers.com, SeatGeek.com, 954-835-PALK. The number to call. We'll step aside. We'll come back. Kevin Rogers, joined by Jameson Olive next on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Hey, y'all. This is Alonzo Mourning, and I want to talk to you man to man. When it comes to your health, we don't have to be just strong or be tough. We have to be smart, too. We need to take the time and get a health screening, and it can save your life.
Join Alonzo Mourning at the Miami Heat Men's Health Summit this November the 16th at the Kaseya Center. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/Zotime. That's baptisthealth.net/ZOTIME.
Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza. Every game day, buy a large cheese or pepperoni pizza and get one of the same variety free. With fresh ingredients and daily handmade dough, Stoner's Pizza is the perfect pairing for puck drop. Order in-store or online at stonerspizzajoint.com and use code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Price participation may vary. Limited time offer. Attention sports fans, when it comes to your health, don't just play defense, make the winning move with Solstice Dental Insurance. Whether you're looking for a PPO, HMO, or discount plan, Solstice has you covered. Our unique comprehensive dental and vision products ensure that you get the extensive coverage you need, all at an affordable price. With a national network and top-tier customer service, Solstice is your go-to teammate for championship smiles and clear vision. Join the winning team. Call Solstice today, 877-760-2247 or solsticebenefits.com and score big on your dental insurance.
Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today, 954-983-6662, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team.
This is the Florida Panthers' second intermission report on the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Presented by Baptist Health.
Time now for after 42 periods in the books at Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers trailing the Devils 4-2. Kevin Rogers and Jameson Olive of FloridaPanthers.com. And we head to Amerant Bank Arena now with Jameson. And first, Jameson, we'll start with this. Each period, late penalty for the Panthers. New Jersey cashes in twice. So your thoughts on both those goals the Devils scored in the final seconds of each period?
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, they all count as one goal, but some goals hurt harder than others. And goals late in games, or should I say late in periods, definitely do. They kind of take the wind out of your sails. So you felt like they could recover after that first one, but that one there at the end of the second period, that one's got to hurt a little bit more. Yes, they have a power play coming into the third period here. You got to capitalize on that. But overall, just tough for the Panthers on the penalty kill tonight. The penalty kill has been so good all season. They've been, had a top 10 unit this year, and they've given up 3 power play goals tonight. That happens sometimes, just a rough night on special teams. But, yeah, overall, just not the goals you want to be giving up.
Sergei Bobrovsky starting in net for the Panthers after Spencer Knight went in Tuesday's game, and Jake Allen on the other side. And for Jacob Markstrom, and back in the first period, Stefan Nason, his 8th of the season, put the Devils on the board. Then Jesper Boquist tied things up at 1. 2 minutes later, that was a pretty goal by Boquist.
Yeah, it really was. Just kind of sliced and diced his way in there. And he's a guy that's already kind of had a tour of the lineup. He's been on the 4th line. He's been on the 3rd line. Now here he is on the 2nd line. Centered it last game. Now he's on the wing. So he's a great kind of Swiss Army knife player for the Panthers. He does a lot of great things up there. We've seen the speed at times here. You saw it there with his hands and his ability to make things happen in the offensive zone. So a nice pickup for the Panthers. It was a low-risk signing in the offseason, and clearly it's already paying off.
And after the Boquist goal is 1-1 until the final seconds, then we mentioned the penalty on the Panthers. Jesper Bratt would score with 2 seconds left in the first in the power play to make it 2-1 New Jersey. So we go to the second period, and Sam Reinhart continues his torrid pace as he would get one past Jake Allen in the he'd find the upper right corner and tie things up at 2 apiece.
There's a shot and they score, and it's Sam Reinhart out of that left circle through traffic on a wrist shot. Wastes no time. He beats Allen. This game is tied at 2, and Sam Reinhart builds on his team-leading total. That's 13 on the year for Reinhart.
Sam Reinhart, his 13th goal of the season. Alexander Barkov, the assist. 4:45 into the second. And two things on that, Jamison. First, that it felt like Reinhart was just waiting, and then was able to snap it past Allen. And secondly, Reinhart had 12 goals through 16 games entering tonight. Last year, he had 13 goals through 16 games, on pace at 57 goals. So he's right there on last year's pace, basically.
Yeah, and that's with a lot of this coming at 5-on-5, obviously with the 3 shorthanded goals as well. So he's doing it a little bit different this year. Obviously, he led the league in power play goals last year. I assume he's going to keep racking those up as well. But he's going to, push for 50 again here. I wouldn't be surprised if he's up near the top of the league in goal scorers throughout the rest of the year. Right now, I don't know what's happening around the league tonight, but he was tied entering tonight. So right now, he possibly could be leading with that 13th goal. I'll check the stats here in a bit. But yeah, just no regression from Reinhart. You still see that chemistry with Barkov. And one of the unheralded parts of that play was a big face-off win in the offensive zone to set that whole thing up.
And that would tie things up at 2. However, that tie was short-lived. A little over a minute later, Jack Hughes, who scored the first goal back on Tuesday, he's able to give the Devils the lead. His go-ahead goal is 9th on the power play. At the 5:56 mark of the second, Dawson Mercer assisting, make it 3-2 New Jersey. And on that goal, that was the one where the net came off about a millisecond right after the puck crossed the line. And then Stefan Nason with the power play goal late in the second, 1949 mark. Heishier and Hughes assisting there to make it 4-2 Devils. And we'll see what happens here. Jamison moving on to the third period. Jamison All, FloridaPanthers.com. Jamison, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you Saturday for the showdown with Winnipeg.
Sounds good. Thanks, Garage.
All right, there's Jamison All, FloridaPanthers.com. 17 saves for Sergei Bobrovsky on 21 New Jersey shots. Jake Allen, 16 saves on 18 shots inside the Devils' net. Coming up, we'll take a look at the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard, also world-famous former Twitter segment. Get your tweets and X's in for Doug. He will read them coming up in the final segment before the third period. Devils 4, the Panthers 2-2 right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Tabanero Hot Sauce is bringing the heat to the rink this game day, folks. As the official hot sauce of the Florida Panthers, enjoy Tabanero today at any concession stand at the Amerant Bank Arena. We've got it in every flavor: original, sweet and spicy, curry habanero, and extra hot. Their premium sauce blends are crafted right here in South Florida from all-natural, locally sourced ingredients. And the party doesn't have to stop after the stadium. Take Tabanero home with you by visiting your local Florida retail stores. Savor the flavor of Tabanero.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
Arena Devils for the Panthers 2. Kevin Rogers with you. Let's take a quick look at the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard. JetBlue, you above all. The Jets will be here coming up on Saturday.
And they are trailing the Lightning 3-1 through 2 periods in Tampa. Winnipeg at 15-1 on the season. Flyers and Senators tied at 2, second intermission in Ottawa. The Rangers have pulled ahead of the Sharks 3-1, second intermission in New York. Buffalo and St. Louis tied at 2 in the second. Dallas ahead of Boston 2-1, first intermission in Big D. Canadians and Wild scoreless through 1. Predators and Oilers about to drop the puck in Edmonton, and coming up at 10, Islanders and Canucks in Vancouver. Blackhawks visit the Kraken in Seattle. Before we step aside, let's pause for station identification right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist.
Centers. Hockey comes alive. Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. KIS HD2 Boca Raton.
Coming up, it is the world-famous former Twitter segment. Get your tweets and X's in for Doug. He'll read them before the third period. Panthers trail the Devils 4-2 through 2 and sunrise right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Hey, y'all. This is Alonzo Mourning, and I want to talk to you man to man. When it comes to your health, we don't have to be just strong or be tough. We have to be smart, too. We need to take the time and get a health screening, and it can save your life.
Join Alonzo Mourning at the Miami Heat Men's Health Summit this November the 16th at the Casella Center. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/Zotime. That's baptisthealth.net/ZOTIME.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Tabañero Hot Sauce is bringing the heat to the rink this game day, folks. As the official hot sauce of the Florida Panthers, enjoy Tabañero today at any concession stand at the Amerant Bank Arena. We've got it in every flavor: original, sweet and spicy, curry habanero, and extra hot. Their premium sauce blends are crafted right here in South Florida from all natural, locally sourced ingredients. And the party doesn't have to stop after the stadium. Take Tabañero home with you by visiting your local Florida retail stores. Savor the flavor of Tabañero.
Attention sports fans, when it comes to your health, don't just play defense, make the winning move with Solstice Dental Insurance. Whether you're looking for a PPO, HMO, or discount plan, Solstice has you covered. Our unique comprehensive dental and vision products ensure that you get the extensive coverage you need, all at an affordable price. With a national network and top-tier customer service, Solstice is your go-to teammate for championship smiles and clear vision. Join the winning team. Call Solstice today, 877-760-2247 or solsticebenefits.com, and score big on your dental insurance.
Welcome back. Getting ready for the third period here at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. It's the Devils 4 and the Panthers 2. Let's get to the world-famous former Twitter segment. Before we get to that third period of play, we have some folks we want to say hello to tuned in out there in Radioland. Kurt, the South Carolina Twitter captain, is tuned in on, he says it's a rainy night in Hilton Head. That's where he is tonight. Carl, Northwest Indiana, tuned in on the stream of our flagship home, 560 WQAM in Miami-Dade and Broward counties. We also have Sean the Hawk tuned in the arena. We have Professor Greg tuned in, Noah at North Miami Beach, but he's checking in from the Atlanta airport tonight. Great to have you on board. Ryan in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. He's tuned in on Highway 32 for work, he says. So safe driving out there, Ryan, and thanks very much for making Panthers hockey a part of your night. Gil checks in from Houston on the Panthers app. Great to have you on board, Gil in Texas. Special and thank you to all the police, fire, medical personnel, military we have tuned in. Thanks for what you do. Thanks for making Panthers hockey a part of your evening. Before we head off to our final break of the intermission, tonight's First Responder Night presented by Serpro. Serpro understands an emergency can happen at any time. Their customer care center is ready to take your call 24/7 and respond day or night. Serpro has earned the reputation as the #1 in the cleanup and restoration industry, specializing in fire and water damage, mold, construction, and so much more. Call 1-800-SERPRO to see how they make it like it never even happened. Third period next. It's the Devils 4 and the Panthers 2 on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
kids take the next step in becoming the ultimate Florida Panthers fan by joining the Panthers Kids Club. Members of the Kids Clubs can join for free and receive exclusive benefits, including free entries into monthly raffles, special offers, and customized content to stay informed on all things Panthers. Upgraded memberships, which include a Panthers merchandise pack and other additional benefits, can also be purchased. Visit floridapanthers.com/Kids Club for more information on all things Kids Club and to sign up.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats. Period number 3. It's the Panthers and the Devils tonight here at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Devils 4 and the Panthers 2. Panthers to a power play presented by Seminole Casino Coconut Creek to start the period. Paul Cotter in the box for a slash. And back to business we go here as the Panthers control to start the period. Sam Reinhart up to center. He'll drill it in. A funny bounce off a stanchion. Puck goes out front for Hagee. Looks to center. Puck was not settled. Kovacevic took it back. Tried to clear. Kept in by Uvis Balinskis. Around it goes. Far boards. Kachuk looking back for Verhage. Didn't connect.
Penalty coming up here against Reinhart. A trip against Heischer. Not much of one. It was the back referee who called it.
He was going for the puck. I'd like to see a replay on this one. And here comes the call. Verhage's going to go to the box. I think he went to receive a pass. And a Devil tripped over his stick. They get him for a trip. Carter Verhage goes off. It's going to even it up 4-on-4 for 138.
I thought it was Reinhart. It's Verhage.
I think he went to receive a pass. And
got the skate blades a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the Panthers will see their power play disappear. 4-on-4 hockey. Forsley up the near side. Barkov backhands into the line. Brad intercepts, and then he'll backpedal through the neutral zone. Now Kovacevic across far side. Siegenthaler looking back, and this one goes to the near boards. Jack Hughes gave it away. Center of the ice, a shot in Reinhardt's attempt wide. Nice pass. Jack Hughes right on the tape to Sam Reinhart. Jack Hughes here on the near side, out the line, couldn't clear. Then Forsling pounds it down low. Siegenthaler takes over. Up the far side, Bratt, rink wide feed. That also missed the mark. It's caught up to by Kovacevic, and he'll clear. I know the ceiling for what Jack Hughes can accomplish is higher, and it's in that offensive elite tier. But, Billy, sometimes things like that still happen maybe a little bit more than you'd like to see out of a guy who's been around.
4-on-4 situation. He's been around long enough. This is year number 6 for him.
He knows where to not put the puck,
especially against that. If you're the Devils, that's the last person you want to see with the puck on their stick coming right down the guts of the arena. And it was Reinhart, and Reinhart just missed the net. But Jack Hughes looking to go cross ice with that pass, and he could not ask for a better pass. It was tape to tape. It was like a Panther was passing to Reinhart. Reinhart sailed it high and wide on the blocker's side.
Bobrovsky covers up, and a face-off coming to his right. But, Billy, not to undermine anything that's happened in years past and anything that was going on, but those are the plays that we saw. Here's a shot from the far circle. Mercer's attempt gloved by Bobrovsky. Those are the kind of things we saw to the Devils in years past.
Yeah, and that's the stuff
you think that Jack Hughes would grow out of that by now.
You would, especially you have to understand where you're at in the game and the score of the game. If you're down a couple, maybe you're trying to force feed the pocket. You're getting out there in a 4-on-4 situation. You're deep into your own end. Make the safe, reliable play. But confidence is a strange thing and runs at an all-time high. And you believe you can do anything, and that one was ill-fated.
Up the far side of the ice, it's Kachuk. He'll roll it down deep into the offensive end. Onto the end boards, backhanded near side. Sam Bennett. He'll have it here for the Panthers. Drags it out to the near point. Played down to the end wall. And it's Matthew Tkachuk with it. Puck rolls away. Nico Hischier takes it back to the Devils. Then it's Luke Hughes around near side. Short power play here for New Jersey. Outlet Pesci to Cotter. Fresh off serving the penalty. Poke checked at the line by Mikkola. The puck rolled off to the far boards. Bennett tracks it down. Backhand to center. And then it's taken by Mercer. And there might be a little bit of that, Billy. As you mentioned, it's like the quarterback. Get a little Brett Favre in you where you feel like every pass you throw, you have the ability to get that thing in there. As it's Jack Hughes playing it across near side. And the Devils working around, bring it out. And sometimes even the best quarterbacks have their pass picked off. Here's Gus Forsling down behind the net. He'll take it off to the far circle. Panthers right to left across your radio. Devils left to right. The end of the neutral zone. It's way down to our right by Dougie Hamilton. Down behind the net, Bobrovsky over to the far side. Ekblad on for Anton Lundell. Panthers through the neutral zone. Right side, Evan Rodriguez. Pulls up, backhand down to Lundell. He was taken off his feet by Dougie Hamilton. Rodriguez comes up with it again. A cross shot to Litskis, and it's over the net. He was trying to go high. He knew that was going to be his best chance. Now a shot from the far circle, and that attempt from Lundell is stopped and covered by Jake Allen.
Jake Allen was smoked on this play. Kubas Malinskas, if he grabbed it and shot it in all one motion, takes a pass from Rodriguez. He did. Just fired it wide. He had an empty net. If he was looking up, I can't hold anything that Ubas did on that play. What a beautiful setup. You had four players looking at Rodriguez. That left Malinskas wide open back door, and all he had to do was hit the net.
He knew he had to go upstairs. He knew he had to go to the upper tank, but
not severely though. If it gets even halfway up, because Allen is just Superman on a cross, and that is tough to see go.
Up the near side, puck dumped down by Justin Dowling. After it is Sam Reinhart for the Panthers. Up the far boards, Barkov. Outlet pass to Verhaeghe. Up the right side, tries to turn the corner on Luke Hughes. Heads down low, behind the net, lost it. Tries to get the puck back. Luke Hughes able to regather for New Jersey. Hill backhand to center ice. Tapped along by Tatar. Up that far side, Tatar with it. Bumped by Barkov. Wraps it around the end boards. A race forward here on the near side. Verhaeghe looks clear, kept in Bratt. Shot, and it trickles through. They score. Jesper Bratt from out beyond the top of the right circle. Bobrovsky got a piece of it, but not all of it. And it's 5-2 Devils, 16-10 to go here in the third.
Could have been 4-3 if Belinskas hits the net on that play, and all of a sudden it's just a broken play. The Panthers don't get it out. Bratt able to take the shot from the top of the right face-off circle. That's one your goaltender has to have. That one's on Bobrovsky.
That one may have glanced off something on the way, but it hit Bobrovsky and trickled through.
And that was being force-fed up the ice there. Not a good play on the wall as you tried to force feed. Verhaeghe could have held on to it. He's the winger there that's responsible up high. As soon as he throws it to no one there, it's picked off by Bratt, and Bratt shoots the puck. So we talked about the Jack Hughes area. The same thing there with Verhaeghe on the sidewall. Winger down low like that.
Here's Jesper Boquist. A shot that's over the net. Off to the near boards. It's played on net by Mikkola, covered by Allen.
One of the few times you could say for Bobrovsky this year, though, that's one you need to bail out your teammate on. Just unfortunately caught him just underneath the blocker in the arm in an awkward position and just had barely enough momentum to cross the goal line.
Bennett got clipped with a stick on that last sequence. It appeared there was no call on the play, and he was...
Yeah, he wants a call. He's still arguing.
Yeah, he was pleading a case afterward. Not going to be a call, it appears. 15:54 left in the third. 5-2. New Jersey in front. Near circle down to our left. Nosek on for the draw. Centering Greer and Gadjevich. This forward line was on when they got some things going, got some traction, stirred some things up near the end of the second period. Gadjevich out to the line. Mikkola back in across Kulikov. Kept it in, couldn't get it through, and now the Devils will get a clear from Timo Meier. Mikkola slings it back along the near side. Kovacevic there to grab it for the Devils. To center, Nason, and then it's Hischier. Up the near side, Meier pounds it down low. Down behind the net, in after Kulikov. Up the near side. Nosek to Mikkola. He gets the clear into the neutral zone, collides with Meier, who's a little bit shaken up after absorbing the impact there. Puck played deep into the Devils zone. Siegenthaler run into by Greer. Siegenthaler up the far boards, and now maybe a 2-on-1 for New Jersey. Here's Hischier up the left side. Dances to the net, across shot. Oh, what a save by Bobrovsky on Timo Meier. And Meier takes a hard shove from Greer. Pesce across. Luke Hughes through the far circle. Works it down low. Luke Hughes into the near corner, into the near circle. Up top, handled by Pesce. Pesce, Luke Hughes, shot. And that deflects off Gadjevich wide to the far corner. Hulla and Greer, they tussle over on the far side. Gadjevich on it, flings it rink wide, didn't get the puck out. And Luke Hughes will hold it in here at the near point. He heads to the high slot. Wrist shot wide off the inboards. Hulla there for the Devils. Backhand to the far point. Luke Hughes again tries to buy himself some time and space. He'll cut into the near circle. Luke Hughes heads to the net. Couldn't get a shot away. And the puck poked out of the zone by Forsling all the way down to our left. 14:24 left in the third. 5-2 Devils. Billy, this is going to be a tired Panthers unit caught on after the ice. Unless they use the timeout here.
Fourth line, you come back with the top line of the Devils. And after giving up that softie, Bobrovsky totally redeems himself. Hischier over on the side to Meier and strong push down low. And a little bit of thievery there by Bobrovsky, Timo Meier. But they desperately need a face-off win. Get it clear and get this fourth line off the ice.
Nosek, Greer, Gadjevich, Forsling, Ekblad. They've been caught out on a long sequence. And Nosek gets the face-off win. He's coming in over 60% of the game. That allows Ekblad a chance to get the puck out. Panthers immediately get the puck down the ice. And they get that change. So Dougie Hamilton walks it along left to right across your radio. Rink wide feed. Dillon swings it down to our right.
Nice slash coming up against them. Who's this going against?
Dillon may have gotten whacked on the hands. And
he's going to go against Boquist.
Jesper Boquist takes a seat. And Dillon looked like he was trying to shake off something. Turns out that was where the slash took place. 14:06 to go in the third. 5-2 Devils and New Jersey to the power play. This has been a tough spot here tonight.
Panthers are 3 for 4 on the penalty kill. The one penalty kill that they did have was just a matter of seconds long.
Face-off coming to the right of Bobrovsky, down to our right inside the Panthers end. Anton Lundell's going to take the draw against Hischier. Following the draw, it's Dmitry Kulikov. He'll skate with it. Into the neutral zone he goes. Down to our left, makes a move, lost control, and then Hischier will send one out of the zone. It's intercepted by Kulikov. And he'll look off to his right at Tulo-Osterine and couldn't reel in that pass. And the Devils will try and set things up back in their own end. Hamilton to Hischier into the neutral zone. It's Nason up the right wing, dropped off for Jack Hughes. He was dumped over by Anton Lundell. Maybe a short-handed breakaway down to our left. Lundell cruising into the net. A shot. And that one is over the net and over the glass. Now we've got a pile up over on the far side. Lundell was tackled by a Devil over there. And that's going to dry everybody in. And it may well have been Dougie Hamilton. He's not sure. Under the pile down there. And it looks like it was actually Jack Hughes.
Yeah, what happened there after that? I was looking at the shot. He got hooked on the hands from behind. Lundell wanted a penalty call. He was off the races, broke up the play at the blue line, and Hamilton was chasing him from behind and hooked him up high on the hands. Should have been a hooking call. Anytime you get hooked up high on the hands.
Well, Lundell took Hughes down here on the boards. Maybe Jack Hughes didn't like it.
New Jersey number 86, 2-minute penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, Jack Hughes winds up with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty out of it. That's going to negate the New Jersey power play.
Yeah, not sure what Jack Hughes was doing on that play. He just went in to throw a shoulder against Lundell for no reason.
It was a selfish retaliatory penalty that Jack Hughes took because Lundell knocked him down on a clean play back in the Panthers zone here down to our right. And even earlier in the sequence.
Even though he got shot off, Hamilton from behind, the slashing and hooking calls are always supposed to be made when it gets up near the hands. And right when he went to release that shot, he got hooked up right underneath that top hand, and that's why Lundell was still arguing for a call. There was, when he was able to take off, there was a little shove on the back at Jack Hughes. That's why Jack Hughes was mad. Before Lundell got that breakaway, he gave Hughes a little shot in the back and put him on the seat of his pants. The frustration you mentioned came out. Turns us back into a 4-on-4. 13:31 left in the third. And yeah, that takes a Devils power play off the board. 4-on-4 hockey for 125, and then Boquist will come out, and Panthers will be on an abbreviated power play. Off the face-off, the Devils have it. Luke Hughes dropped back for Pesce. Rodriguez on him, and Rodriguez went down. Pesce may have clipped him with an elbow there as they were in a bit of a tussle behind the net. The Devils bring it in now. Hall out in front for Mercer. Missed him on the pass. Off the near boards. Mercer out to the line. Pesce. He'll launch it to the net, and that's pushed away by Bobrovsky to the far side of the ice. Luke Hughes. Tied up by Rodriguez. Out comes Forsling for the Panthers. He'll work in, drop past Sam Bennett, high slot, shifts off to the right circle, peels off toward the boards, looks for a passing lane. Bennett gives to Uvis Balinskis. Right circle, Balinskis to the front of the net. Forsling was tied up. Near point Bennett, then down along the boards. Bennett to the corner, works away from Luke Hughes. Switches directions back behind the goal. Sam Bennett cuts off to that right corner again, then hands to Evan Rodriguez. Rodriguez over on the far side. Giving to Bennett. Pass out to the point. Nobody home. Dawson Mercer intercepts for New Jersey. Swings it cross ice. Pesce, the veteran defenseman, he has it ripped right away by Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe left side into the offensive end. He'll have it here on the near boards. Penalty coming against New Jersey. Nope. Out to the near point. Walensky. No, they're just pulling Bobrovsky for the extra attacker, actually. So the Panthers will have it. Now a long shot from Balinskis is wide, so the Panthers looking to get something going here with the extra man. Haula looks to clear. It's off a body. Barkov over on the far side of the ice. He'll give to Tkachuk. To the line, it's Balinskis. 6-on-4. Balinskis with it. A 6-on-4 effectively here. It's given to Barkov. So the Panthers onto a power play. Now they have the extra attacker on a shot. Balinskis gobbled up by Allen. He will cover. 11:52 left in the third. 5-2 is the score. And that was the Panthers knowing that the 4-on-4 sequence was set to come off the board. So why not try and get the two-skater advantage? Yeah, control the puck. Paul Maurice alertly gets Bobrovsky out of the net. Now Rodriguez back into the net. Rodriguez behind the plate by Pesce. Took an elbow right up into the chops. Rodriguez took a tough one there, and Bobrovsky right back into the net. Good play by Maurice, though. Recognized he got full control, and he had a 6-on-4 and get a chance.
A short Panthers power play presented by Seminole Casino Coconut Creek as Bobrovsky gives to Balinskis. 11 seconds left in the Jack Hughes penalty. Here's Reinhart walked along through the neutral zone. Sam Reinhart dumps it down to our left near corner along the near boards. Then Verhaeghe, he'll swing it around. Now Hughes out of the box back to 5-on-5. Balinskis fumbles one away. A pass out of the zone, and it just missed Jack Hughes. Palat was trying to spring him on a break. Puck goes down to our right. Bobrovsky up the near side. Palat holds down low. Jack Hughes out front, and that one is going to take a hop out to the far point. Siegenthaler pushed it to the net, cut off out front by Verhaeghe. Leads it along for Sam Reinhart. And Verhaeghe up the near side. Nico Mikkola tossed it along the near boards, and Brett Pesce back inside the Devils zone with it. Cross for Siegenthaler. Up the far side, tipped along by Nason. He's got a couple in this one. Now to our right on the end boards, Kulikov. He was pressured, got the puck out to the neutral zone, and it's backed ahead by Luostarina. On that far side, Evan Rodriguez under some pressure from Hamilton. Out of behind the net for Anton Lundell. Siegenthaler bumps in, Luostarina far side. Then it's Kulikov. Kulikov along the right side, down to the bottom of the circle. A shot, and that's fallen off. By Jake Allen, out to the line, Forsling a drive and a save made. The rebound in front. Lundell battling for that loose puck, but it's located and cleared by Timo Meier. And it's Kulikov backing inside his own end. 10:22 to go in the third. 5-2 New Jersey. Kulikov plays it in.
A couple of rockets by the Panthers defenseman. First off by Kulikov down along the goal line. Hit Allen in the shoulders, and Forsling tears into one.
Puck dumped in by Ekblad. Pesce for Dylan. And I don't know if it's that we just view deficits differently. Here we go. This is a heavyweight battle. This is
McDermott and
the main event. Gadjevich and McDermott. Two of the toughest combatants in the business right here, sizing each other up in the circle down to our left. Gadjevich and McDermott, they lock horns. They exchange rights. A couple come in from Gadjevich, the left from McDermott, tries to go with the right-left combo, and then Gadjevich with a right of his own. The battle spills out to the top of the circle. Gadjevich holding back McDermott, the helmet off Gadjevich. Oh, he dropped him with a couple of stiff shots upstairs. And down goes McDermott, and then they're separated by the linesmen. What a scrap that was, and I tell you what, there were some heat behind those punches coming in from those two. And the way that fight went, Billy, McDermott looked like he gained the upper hand, and then Gadjevich countered and took over at the end.
At the very end, he hit him with a bomb. McDermott was getting the better of Gadjevich there later in that fight. Started to throw it, but there was a late right hand that caught McDermott up high that kind of rocked him. And how about the last couple of fights for Gadjevich? Holy cow.
Jersey number 23, 5 minutes each fighting.
Well, 10:01 left in the third, 5-2 New Jersey.
One way to endear yourself to a team, and Gadjevich there going against 6'5" McDermott. He's 6'3". They're big size, but you're still at a height and weight disadvantage, and then bombs are going away again.
Two of the top heavyweights in the business there. We'll be back for more in a moment. 10:01 left in the third, 5-2 New Jersey on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
10:01 left here in the third period, 5-2 New Jersey, but some fireworks there before the break. A heavyweight bout, Jonah Gadjevich and Curtis McDermott. And a couple of observations. So first of all, you ask a lot of people around the league, and I know there are a lot of tough customers out there, but as far as who is the guy at the top of the heavyweight mountain these days, you ask a lot of people, a lot of people are going to say Curtis McDermott's that guy right now.
Brian Reeves still belongs in that conversation. Still in the league.
He's up there, but McDermott's a name that's going to come up as somebody who's, correct, holder of one of the belts these days, if you will. Meanwhile, Anton Lundell taken down by Siegenthaler behind the play. And Jonah Gadjevich dropped him at the end of that, and the two fights we've seen Gadjevich have this week, puck played down to the left, going to be an icing call against the Panthers. The fight with Dillon the other night, the one here with McDermott, Jonah Gadjevich is swinging for the fences.
There's no holding back.
He is swinging for the fences every time.
And we got a replay of that fight at the end where he threw a couple of haymakers, and the last punch, the two last punches he threw, last one got him right in the face, but it hit his visor first. If McDermott didn't have a visor on there, that could have cold-cocked him clean out. And then another one as he was falling to the ground. And Gadjevich is not looking to tie up or do anything. When he goes into a fight, we're going to get after
swing for the fences. Down to the far circle at Tulowost Arena, and he'll play it down behind the net. Pesci up the far side. Anton Lundell, right point, long shot, didn't sneak it through. And here on the near side, it's punched out of the zone by Bratt, whipped back along by Ekblad, and then forced down to our left, back behind the Devils net, Jake Allen. Around to the far boards, it's Hughes, then Palat. The Devils bring it out through center, and Bratt will dump it down to our right. Going back, remember, Billy, the sequence when the Panthers had the fourth line caught out on the icing, McDermott was on for that faceoff, and Gadjevich was out there, and it looked like there was a little bit of a conversation there. And at the time, I'm thinking there's no way McDermott, somebody who's been around as long as he has, is sending the invitation there. He knows Gadjevich has been out for about a minute and a half. No. And he's not going to be in any position to do that at that moment. Maybe it was a, hey, down the road if we get the chance.
Let's do it. And those are the worst, premeditated fights. I don't care what you ask. The spontaneous ones, I got through fine. But when I knew I was going to fight someone and had to square off like they do when you back up, yeah, that sends butterflies through your stomachs. I'm not sure how those guys do it.
Puck dumped down to our right by the Devils, and back behind the net, Bobrovsky gives to Reinhart. Out to the neutral zone. Reinhart will dump it in, down around the end boards. Verhaeghe plays it behind the net. Back behind the goal, it's Kovacevic. Lost it. Shot from the far circle wide from Reinhart. Out to the near point, Mikkola tried to muscle it on net. Couldn't get it through. And Hischier drags it back out for New Jersey. Puck takes a roll here on the near side. Barkov, shouldered by Nason, got it out. Down to our left it goes, Siegenthaler. Billy, though, always seems to be the way it goes. Panthers have a really high-character bunch of guys, really approachable group of guys. Jonah Gadjevich, one of the calmest, mild-mannered guys you'll meet.
Yep.
Off the ice. Incredibly nice guys. The puck's carried in.
All the tough guys are like that for some strange
always
reason.
Seems to be the case. As the puck's played into the neutral zone, Evan Rodriguez with it, and dumped down to our left. I'm going to guess Pantherland, though, this week has sold more than a handful of Jonah Gadjevich jerseys. Here on the near side of the ice, puck goes into the neutral zone. Aaron Ekblad with it. And it'll be lofted down to our left into the near corner by Ekblad. Pesce tracks it down. Pesce around far side, up the boards. Tatar tied up. Cotter with it. He's run into by Greer. A puck loose in the neutral zone. Ekblad and Cotter a little exchange. Meanwhile, the puck played deep into the Devils zone. Far corner, it's tracked down by Dougie Hamilton. He put the puck into a maze of bodies, didn't get the clear. Panthers have control. It's put to the net by Nosek. Bouncing in front. Whacked at by Verhaeghe. He's tied up. It's picked up, cleared by Luke Hughes. And this one goes all the way down to our right. There is a penalty upcoming here as the whistle blows for icing interference. Is the signal.
And this is going to
Dougie Hamilton
against Dougie Hamilton.
Jersey number 7, 2-minute penalty.
Battle in front, scrum in front of the net.
And we'll take an official timeout. 6:35 to go in the third. 5-2 Devils. Panthers power play next on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza. Every game day, buy a large cheese or pepperoni pizza and get one of the same variety free. With fresh ingredients and daily handmade dough, Stoner's Pizza is the perfect pairing for puck drop. Order in-store or online at stonerspizzajoint.com and use code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Price participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future.
6:35 to go here in the third period. Devils 5 and the Panthers 2. Face-off coming near circle down to our left, and it's the Panthers on the power play presented by Seminole Casino Coconut Creek.
As Bobrovsky's going to go to the bench, 6 on 5. 6:35 on the clock.
Interference minor for Dougie Hamilton before the break. So, yep, Panthers going with effectively the 6-on-4 advantage here with
6-on-4.
Gold. And Verhaeghe will play down to the near corner. Kachuk, Verhaeghe. Across, it's Ubas Balinskis at the right point. Looks to his right. Barkov down low, Kachuk in front. Reinhardt shot, rebound, Kachuk wide. And it goes off to the near boards, picked up by Verhaeghe again. Now behind the net, Kachuk. To Bennett. Bennett here in the near circle. Behind the net, Kachuk. Looks off to the far circle, Barkov there. Barkov up top, Balinskis. Uvis Balinskis over to Barkov. Barkov a shot and a save made Allen. Loose over in the far circle and it's cleared by Mercer. So into the neutral zone it goes. Here's Balinskis. Rips it back in. Down to our left. Rims around. Dillon. Here to the near side. And it was Kovacevic failing to clear for New Jersey. Reinhardt. Across Barkov, right circle, shot, save Allen, and the puck picked up and cleared all the way down on the empty net, just wide from Kovacevic in front. And the Panthers will continue along, down 5-2, 53 seconds in their power play. Sent down to our left by Reinhardt. Panthers net is empty. Here on the near boards, Verhaeghe, then Balinskis. Hammers it around the end wall far side, and it was knifed out of the zone by Haula, and then eventually launched on the empty net. They score, and it was Bratt from a long distance. 6-2 Devils.
You got the advantage. You don't have to worry about icing when you're killing the penalty.
And that's the hat-trick goal for Bratt.
Kovacevic, correct. Hat-trick for Bratt. Haula wins a board battle and gets over there quickly, just able to chip it off the wall, and then Bratt hustles over to the red line, just on the devil side of the red line, and quickly shoots it just in front of the Devils bench all the way down into the empty net. 6-2.
What a year he's having.
Yeah, he's exploded out of the blocks.
Up to 24 points in 20 games. With 3 goals tonight. Ups his goal total to 8. It's been the assist column that has been most noticeable for Bratt this season. So 5:09 left here in the third. 6-2 Devils. Panthers on the power play for another half minute. Bobrovsky back into the net. Nate Schmidt drop pass Lundell through the neutral zone, and puck backhanded off to the near side, swatted away, and the Panthers have it out at neutral ice. Schmidt banks inside his own end, so 6-2 New Jersey, 4:48 left in the third. Schmidt drops it back, and through center ice goes Rodriguez. Sent down and around the end boards. Here on the near side, Luostarinen had to roll off his stick. Back behind the net, Polak. Up the boards, Ekblad holds it in, backs up, takes a look. Ekblad a shot into traffic, and that one hit at to Luostarinen. I think he's shaken up, not sure where that one got him. And it looks like he's going to stay in the action for now. Puck play down to our right now. He's going to head over to the bench. 4:16 left in the third. 6-2 Devils. Ekblad from behind the net brings it along. Looks off to his right. Mikkola up the boards for Nosek. Laid down. Luke Hughes intercepted. Tried to clear. Couldn't. Far boards. Cotter up the wall. And he couldn't get it out. Nosek along the far side down to the corner. And it's taken back by Cotter. He zips it out of the zone. Out of the reach of Tatar. Down to our right. Nico Mikkola whacks it back into neutral ice. This one off Kovacevic. Picked up here on the near side by Dowling. He got the puck down into the Panthers zone. Kulikov looking to get it out. Finds Jesper Boquist, and he'll work his way through the neutral zone. Sends it down to our left. 3:35 to play in the third. Kovacevic kept to the outside. Didn't clear. Nosek out to the right point. Kulikov, long shot off the end boards wide. Kovacevic gives to Luke Hughes. Back to Kovacevic. And he'll walk it along. Short feed. Holla for Timo Meyer. Redirected down to our right. Deep into the Panthers end. Bobrovsky leaving it for Ubas Balinskis behind the goal. 3:13 left in the third. 6-2 New Jersey. Balinskis.
Give Jersey credit. They came in here and they lost that game at home 1-0 to the San Jose Sharks. Had 44 shots on that, but still lose at home to San Jose. And they came in here against the Stanley Cup champions knowing they were going to have a couple of games and wanted to prove their merit. They played strong, solid, stiff hockey. The biggest thing that has stood out on my end is the inability to get anything off the rush against the Devils. Any kind of speed going. That neutral zone, they've got stacked up is really, you can just see it. It happens. It's happened too many times.
Tatar, a takeaway in the neutral zone, lobbed one on net that was shaken away by Bobrovsky. Then Dillon, a drive from the far point, and that one deflects up and over the net. Here to the near corner, Tatar, run into by Bennett. Cotter on it then. He's leaned on by Schmidt. Gus Forsling after the puck far side. He will play it out to the neutral zone, and Tatar is there. The goal differential, what it is so far to this point in the two-game set, but it feels like really the biggest difference is the Devils were just opportunistic at times. It doesn't feel like it's been quite as slanted as the goal differential maybe is at this point in the two games. 6-2 New Jersey, 2:03 left in the third. We'll bring it back for more. The rest of this one on the other side of the break on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Have you heard about El Car Wash? The official car wash of the Florida Panthers. For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good, drive clean. Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today. 954-983-6662. 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team. Catch your Florida Panthers and Amerant Bank Arena world-class shows and events in the most premium setting in South Florida. Our private and exclusive suites, as well as our all-inclusive clubs including Amerant Vault and Corona Beach House, offering multiple ways to forge unforgettable connections with friends, family, employees, and top clients. You'll never want to experience a game or concert any other way. For more information, visit FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK today.